Okay. Here we are again. We are back. Let's see. A couple of things. There we go. That's a little better. On my arch support. Switch working. Stream Manager is working. My recommended on my home page still isn't working because it, it didn't, it's still telling me that it wants me to watch Valorant and Call of Duty Warzone and a whole bunch of other stuff that I have absolutely no desire to watch. You got a Disney Plus ad before you got to watch the stream? That's ridiculous. Oh boy. What even is? What even is that? Oh man. And hello Marie, how you doing? Yeah, we took care of Lieutenant Surge and Erica. What happened to his mugshot there? He's not facing the camera. So Professor Oak gave me a poor grade on it on my Pokemon Snap profile, but, well, it was the best shot I could get of him. Apparently he's camera shy. So I don't know. We will get started in like 2.5 minutes. We'll get started and we'll get moving along. People keep DMing you for advice on Discord. Not used to people relying on you. Must be pretty important now then, huh? Oh boy. Let me pull my notes up real quick. This right here. It's my notes. I'll actually have to use them today because I actually have my next steps listed at the top of my notes to let me know what to do next, because we have to do things in a specific order. So, you're an entire server's little sister, but giving relationship advice and life advice too. Oh man, that's great. Good luck with that, I suppose. I don't think that's any consolation. But, I have faith that you'll be able to give people advice, and if it's too much, you'll be able to tell them, hey, I need a little time to think about it. At least that's what I would do in that situation anyway. Try to give advice, and if I cannot give advice because I have a lot on my plate at the moment, I would tell them that I need to give it some thought. I guess it depends on the urgency of the advice, right? Like if it's something that's really important, I suppose. That might, change your opinion about it a little bit, like where you would have to say, okay, well, I really can't do this very well right now, but I guess I'm going to have to, So I guess it just depends. Okay. Once that clock turns over, we'll get started. Hey, Conker, it's going good. How's it going for you there? We are just about to get started, just waiting for my clock to switch over to 4:34. I was kind of hoping that when I pointed to it right there, when I said switch over, it would just do it like magic, just snap your fingers and it's done. But no, I'm not. I'm not the magic man. I don't have the magic hands. I would think that would have been proven by the fact that I struggle so much in this game to capture a lot of different Pokemon, but, it's all something that I probably should have known already, but if I didn't know before, I know now. How you doing, everybody? Welcome back to Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu, the Stream Edition. Let's give Mithra a couple of head pats before we get started. Hello, Mithra. Good to see ya again. Last time, well, we would have a spring in our step because last time we actually got ourselves a rainbow badge after working our way through Rock Tunnel and outside of the ghost town of Lavender. And today, well, we still haven't found Cubone. We still haven't figured out exactly why Team Rocket seems to be able to just run all over the place without any punishment by the law. here in Celadon City, and also just to our east in Saffron City. So we're gonna hitch a ride on our big doggo, and we're gonna try to figure that out today as we run around the whole city. I think we're gonna go there to my left and down last. We'll go everywhere else first. Excuse me, Poliwrath. Yeah, as you can see, if you have a Pokemon that you're riding on, but you go through a tight corridor like that, they'll just they'll go back in the Pokeball for a little bit. A little jarring, but I mean, you know, it is what it is. They had to make the... I mean, I guess they could have made the streets a little wider, but then everything would have had to have been a little wider, you know. Anyway, here's the department store, so let's check it out, shall we? Got back from shopping earlier, about to sweep and mop the house. Nice! I'd rather be asleep. Believe me, Conker, I completely understand that feeling. I'd rather be asleep than doing chores, too. Hopefully they go quickly, and then you'll be able to take a nap. That would be good. Yeah, with Arcanine running around, yeah, it's great. I love it. It's fantastic. They did a good job, I think, with pretty much all of the Pokemon that you can ride on in this game. So, really, most of the walking around interactions, and I mean, I'm easy to please in that department, I think. I've been a fan of it since they did it in Pokemon Yellow, and then in Gen 4 when they did it with everything, but, yeah. Oh, all those stairs, huh? Yeah, well. So, take the elevator. That's what it's there for. Is this another magazine shelf? No, it's not. But I see they have their safety protocols down. In case of emergency, have Pokemon break glass. What if I don't have a Pokemon? Oh no. I seriously need to get this just to ride a Rapidash. I mean, you know, there are definitely perks of the whole thing. Like I said, I personally like the fact that you can kind of... You walk around with the Pokemon and then you can ride on them if they're tall enough or if they have the right, excuse me, body types and everything like that. So it's pretty good. I like it. So this apparently is the TM corner. Reception was the bottom floor. So. And apparently they sell some halfway decent TMs here. Usually the stuff that you get here is a lot of the support moves like Reflect and Light Screen, but here... Yeah, apparently the TMs that they sell actually inflict some damage for a change, so that's nice. I'm going to sell anything I have to sell here real quick. Sell the Nugget. Don't sell the old Amber or the Dome Fossil. Those are not something I can sell. How much does this stone sell for? 30 bucks. I think we'll keep that as a little souvenir then. Yes, that's also true. If you have a flying Pokemon that's large enough, you can ride on it while it's flying. Yes, that is true as well. We haven't demonstrated that just yet, but eventually we will. That becomes more of a thing later in the game when you start getting access to all the big flying Pokemon, but we'll get there. So we definitely need to restock a little bit. I need to probably get some... Well, I'm not going to restock on regular potions, but I could probably get a few super potions. Need a few revives. I should just sell those Peter Crunchies. I don't think I'm ever going to use them. Oh, I did figure out why you need the starter candy, though. At least in this particular version, having access to the Pikachu candy that they give you throughout the game is actually really useful. They give you a total of 20 over the course of the game. So we've used 5 already, we've got 5 more, so we've got a total of 10 for Pikachu. And we're going to get a total of 10 more by the time we're done with the... Elite Four, so I might keep X accuracies. There might be a point where I actually want to use those for once. We'll see. I'll keep them, just in case. Maybe I'll buy a couple. Probably won't end up using them, though, because I almost never use these X items. But yeah, there's actually a very important reason for this candy, and I will actually end up using all of it, so hopefully that should make things a little easier on us in a little while. So I need 180's worth of catches to break the game. Well, you really, if you just catch more than one of each species, you can break the game. It really doesn't. It doesn't take much to break the game's balance, but at least, like I said, the way that I'm doing it, hopefully it won't break the game's balance all that much. Don't grab... I think we have enough Ultra Balls for now. I'm going to use it to catch our next team member, but just to make some a little variety with everything. But We'll need more of them eventually. Thankfully, they're only 500 in this game, so that helps a little bit. And yeah, like I said last time, there are in fact hyper potions available at the shop. So let's just buy up to 15 of those. I think it's a bit of money to spend all at once, but I won't need to buy them again for a while. So full heals were good, but revives we need a few. So yeah, now we're going to start spending a decent chunk of all of our money that we have, so... yeah, I'm not going to buy any X accuracies. Like I said, we may not ever even end up using them, so... the super potions I'll keep, the potions I'll keep. We'll be getting something else a little later in the store that will actually be better for us than the super potions, so... for the most part. You can take an unevolved Pokemon and beat the Elite Four in Champ. Yes, that's true. Yeah, if you get the correct amount of candy, like let's say you catch, I don't know, like a Pidgey or something, and you get, you can get 200 Pidgey candy by trading in a whole ton of Pidgey. You can get that Pidgey plus 200 in all of its stats, and then it ends up being essentially like a level 75 Pokemon at level 3. It's pretty ridiculous. It's nuts what you can do with the candy in this game, and that's probably why it never really caught on in the metagame scene, because people were probably like, no, that's way too much. So, I mean, I don't personally mind it all that much if you do what I'm doing, where you don't try to, like, break the game in half the whole time. I guess if you... And, I mean, later on the game does encourage you to do that, but I'll talk about that when we get that far. Yeah, junk food is a hell of a drug. Try and level your Pokemon to above, say, around 60 or so, it gets harder to level. That's true, yeah. Once you get above a certain point, the experience starts to shoot up a little bit, and it becomes harder to level. Thankfully, we won't really be going very far past 60 at all, even in the post-game, when I do a little of the post-game stuff. So, I want to buy Shadow Ball. Out of all the TMs, this is the one that I'm actually going to use. If I was using like a fighting type or something, I'd probably also want to buy Bulk Up, because it's a pretty solid buffing move. It gives you attack and defense. If I had a special attacking normal type, I would probably want Tri-Attack as well, but the rest of them, they're not so great. I mean, well, they're not bad. They all have their own situational use. I particularly like U-Turn, but I don't think Volt switches in this game, so you can't get like a Volt-Turn combo going, which is one of my favorite things to do with Volt Switch and U-Turn. So, oh, nice. Yeah, well, about that... Yeah, Haunter evolves into Gengar when you trade it, so you might not have such a good time there, kid. Yeah, the moves here in this one are actually, in the TM shop, they're actually pretty decent. Like, it's not just like support moves like you would expect. They're pretty good. And yeah, Hyper Beam is expensive just like Gen 1, yeah. But, I mean, it's pretty powerful as a result, but not really worth 100,000, I don't think, so. Uh-oh. And so, for talking to this gentleman and not really offering, but being told you might be able to offer Helping Hand, we get TM3, Helping Hand. Fair enough. I mean, it's useful in double battles, but it probably won't do us much good, because not a lot of the battles in here are double battles, so... Wonder what puzzle game it is. This one doesn't seem to be hooked up to anything. Oh, yeah, that's right. We have, different ID numbers depending on the Pokemon. What was ours, anyway? Let's have a look. Is it here? Where is the ID number, anyway? You know what? I can check it on my trainer card, I think. Do I have a trainer card? Or maybe it's here. Yeah, there it is. 16707 is our ID number. Okay. But yeah, that's different depending on the trainer. It's basically your registration for everything. I think this is the only mention of Dad in the game. I don't think they mention him outside of anything else, but apparently he likes sports games, so that's typical. Yeah, I mean, I'm already playing one. Don't got time for two. Oh, boy. Speaking of post-game, the other day you just booted up Eevee and Let's Go Eevee and finally caught Mewtwo. Nice, Conker. Congrats. Yeah, we'll be showing that off on screen as well. There's not a huge amount of things to do in the post-game in this game, but I'll try to show off as much of it as I can, so... Or rather, I should say, there is a huge amount of things to do, but some of it requires me to break the rules of this playthrough, aka only catching one of each unique species outside of Chansey, so yeah, I'm not going to be doing that. I will be able to demonstrate what they want you to do, but I won't be able to do it for everything, because we'd be here forever, so. Just be like, that kid collected Cosmog, you've got like 7 or 8 in the bank. Oh, nice. Yeah, I don't remember if I ever ended up getting a Cosmog. I don't know if I played Sun and Moon long enough to even get to that point. What part of this were we on? Hang on, let me see. Evolution special. Okay, so some evolutionary items. Gotcha. Dad doesn't exist. What are you talking about? Right, must have been a figment of my imagination when I looked at the screen. Oh boy. Yeah, but apparently, yeah, Pikachu doesn't particularly like evolving with the stones, so we won't be buying a Thunderstone for him. But if we had a regular Pikachu, we could evolve with a Thunderstone. I am gonna pick up a Water Stone for later, though. We'll need it for something, and we get one for free later, but I'll save that for something else that I can evolve just without it. For now, at least this way I have it. Also, if you picked up an Alolan Vulpix or an Alolan Sandshrew from the Pokemon Center here in Celadon, you'll probably want to have an Ice Stone as well, because that'll allow them to evolve into their maximum forms, so. But I didn't pick them up, so. Yeah, I've heard of those too. I don't know what they're all about, but apparently they're pretty powerful. Well, maybe we'll get our hands on one or two at some point. Oh, you don't want your level 100 Cosmog? I'll trade you a legendary for it, suckers. Oh boy. Uh-huh. Is your girlfriend a mermaid by any chance? That would be something. Yeah, I don't know what that's a reference to. It's probably a reference to something, but I'm just... I didn't pick up on it. Dad only exists in 3rd gen. That's true. He only exists on screen in 3rd gen, so, you know. Got about Alolan evolutions entirely after Ultramoon. Thought they had taken the PMD route there for a second. Oh, so you mean like where they... what's the PMD route? Remind me what that is so that I can tell you whether or not they did that. Yeah, some of them are pretty good. This is the accessory market, so you can buy some stuff for Pikachu. So, let's see what they've got. And Eevee as well, if you've got Eevee. So these all go on their heads. Nothing in particular that I'm looking for, because I've already got the mobster hat, so that's good enough. Well, yeah, that's the idea. I'm going to try. This is the counter I actually care about. The glasses and sunglasses counter. Let's see what we can find here. I think these are the ones that I want. Let's check them out. The dusk sunglasses. If not, we'll buy other ones. I don't mind that we're spending our money. We'll get plenty of it back later. So, it's not like I have anything else to spend it on. So. Yeah, there we go. Looks so ridiculous. I'll take it. I don't think we can put those on, though, right? Like, that's not a thing. I don't think we can put on glasses in this game. No, we cannot. But I'll leave Mithra with her fancy sunglasses there, so she can, you know, pull them down as she's looking at people and be like, "Hey, are you talking to me?" Yeah, Leafeon and Glaceon. We won't get any of those in this one, but they're for evolving them, like Leaf Stone and Ice Stone. Okay, I see what you mean. Okay, yeah, we won't get access to that, but if they were in the game, they would be there. So, a Diglett cap for 50 Poké Dollars. Yeah, sorry, I don't think I need that. That's what it looks like, by the way. If you look at the Eevee and the Pikachu that are right here lined up, you can kind of see a bit of a preview for what they look like when you put that on. And same sort of thing here with the glasses and the sunglasses. So, although they only have certain styles. So, hello, Jaeger. Well, I wish you luck. It's probably pretty hard to pull off in an outfit, so. What is a special menu? Oh, okay, yeah. If you really have a lot of money that you don't know what to spend it on, you can spend 999,999 Poké Dollars to buy that crown that you see to her. It's like just in front of her, near the edge of the table here on that Eevee, and then it's also on that table that has the little logo on it at the bottom of the table here. So you can buy that if you so choose. I will never be buying that, but, you know. The straw hat might not be a bad idea, though. I think the sweet hat, if I remember right, is the white one that they show there, and the elegant hat is the red one. So, I think I'm going to buy the straw hat. I know we've got Mobster, but I kind of want to see what the straw hat looks like as well, so Yeah, 50 Pokebucks, and that's it for that Diglett hat. Probably because it's a bit of a meme hat. You can't really do a whole lot with it. It just, I don't know, it kind of looks jarring, at least to me. So, let's see. Yeah, that's not bad. She looks like she's on vacation. I don't know, I think we'll stick with the mobster hat, though. That'll be the iconic look for Mithra for the entire game. And then we'll pull our own look off eventually once we get together a couple more different things. And here we are on the rooftop. Oh, okay. Yeah, let's check it out. Sure, let's buy a drink. We already have a bottle of fresh water, but let's buy some Sody Pop as well. And we'll also buy a lemonade. There you go. A little fizzy, huh? Yeah. So yeah, I think that's another affection system thing that gives you some free affection there. I probably could have bought a little bit of everything, but, you know. So let's grab a can of lemonade. And I think that soda pop we gave to Mithra, but I'm not 100% sure about that. So let me just check my inventory and see. Yes, we did in fact use up that Sody Pop, so let's buy another one. And the reason why I'm buying all three is because we're going to give them to somebody in just a moment. After that, we'll be buying a few more, because I'm going to use them as some healing items. We just need to check out, I forget which one does what in this game. I know this does 30. This does 70 by itself, so that's not too bad. And then this does 50. So probably the soda pops would be the ones that I would want to actually buy, because those will... I can buy hyper potions to actually heal people when I need to heal them, and then I can buy soda pops to top them off, so... Although at the moment, lemonades might be more useful, just because they can act as my kind of catch-all heal item, you know? Because they cost about about half of what super potions cost, and they heal for a little more, so that's not too bad. Canned lemonade, that takes you back. Used to bottled drinks, though. Yeah, canned lemonade is something I haven't had in a long, long time, but it's been quite some time. Oh, really? Huh. So she must be the one that trains all these Pidgey then, huh? I mean, I guess you hike where you can. So you're the little trainer, huh? Sure, we can give her a drink. Let's give her a fresh water to start with. Oh, thank you. And for giving her a fresh water, you get TM6 Light Screen. Now we can reteach Mithra Light Screen if we ever need it for a fight, so... Let's give her another one. She wants a little of everything, so it's probably for the best that we give her one of each. Have a Sody Pop. And that gets you TM9 Reflect. So now you can use that to lower the damage of physical moves, similar to Light Screen, except opposite types of moves. And last but not least, let's give her a Lemonade. So yeah, not too bad. You get all of your support moves, basically, for a little less than $1,000. So that's not too bad. Can't really beat that deal. And the Lemonade gets you TM7 Protect. Not incredibly good in this one, but, I mean, it has its uses, and we'll probably demonstrate a few of those eventually. Excuse me. Yeah, you can... I think you can still get... I don't know if you're talking about the, these, or if you're talking about the TMs there, but yeah, you can get both of these in the Gen 8 version of Gen 1, although this is the Gen 7 version of Gen 1, if we're being really technical, but, you know. Yeah, the TMs are available. Yep, they actually increased the number of moves available in the game compared to Gen 1. They updated the game to have a few moves from, like, Gen 7 and stuff in there. They changed up the movesets in TMs a little bit to change them to something that's... it's less moves than was available in Gen 7 in, like, Sun and Moon and Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, but it's more than was available in regular Gen 1. And they kind of also, I think they cropped out a few moves that weren't particularly useful, if I recall correctly. So, yeah, let's buy a few lemonades, shall we? We'll use them all up, and then we'll come back here once our Pokemon have a little more HP, and we'll buy up some Sody Pop. The gens blur together for you. No, that's fair. No big deal. I figured I'd just, you know, clarify. No big deal, though. How many of these have I bought? I always forget. I wish they would, like, tell you by putting it in the corner or something. I think we're at like 6 or 7. I want to say that was 8. So we'll operate as if that was 8. So we'll go 9, 10, 11. This is good gameplay. 12. Get used to seeing this, though, because for every Pokemon game we play, I'll probably be doing this at least once on screen, so... And last one. Hey, it puts us nice even 45,000. We used like $90,000 in this department store, though, so that's, we had quite a bit of a spending spree here by the time we were all said and done, but that's okay. Let's just sort everything while we're here. There we go. I did get 15 lemonade. I didn't actually go higher than normal this time. That's interesting. Usually I do. Yeah, and eventually they did get smart to that. Yeah, like in Black and White 2, they let you buy that stuff by the dozen. That's why if you go to, I think that also in Black and White 2, if you go to Castelia City, and you go to that ice cream counter, you can get that ice cream cone that heals all status conditions. You can get them by the dozen, but only in a certain season, if I recall correctly, so... Anyway, let's use these to make Mithra even stronger than she already was, so... Like I said, though, we'll need these. It's actually important for one particular stat for her. Everything else is just a bonus, but one particular stat she'll actually need in order to... and I'll just tell you, we need her to have high enough speed to outspeed something when we go fight the Elite Four. And since I'm going to be at a lower level than every single thing that we're going to fight in the Elite Four, more than likely anyway, her having that extra speed will help quite a bit. Yeah, Castelia cones, yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, I'm getting a little bit of a hankering for ice cream now that it's starting to get a little warmer outside. I would appreciate it, but we'll, I'll be able to get some eventually. There's an ice cream shop not too far from my house, so I'll go grab some. Did I talk to you? I'm sorry, I think I completely missed you. No, I mean, that's fair. Meet up with friends, have a good time shopping and chatting, and all of that stuff. You woke up covered in this. Oh, boy. Well, it's only a little warmer here, but I don't know. I can't speak for everywhere. It's definitely warmer pretty much everywhere, though, unless we're talking like the southern hemisphere. It's probably getting colder there. Oh, okay. You should probably go and check on the Galarian version, then, if you're looking for a sweeter coughing. Or a sweeter wheezing, as it were. Yeah, I actually saw some. I've got a couple for Mithra right there. As you can see, she's got the fancy glasses. Oh, I'm running into the gym. We could go out this way to head off to Route 16, but we'll save that for later. That's not really all that important at the moment. We didn't go down here, though, so let's check it out. Yeah, I can see that. You know, other than the rocket grunts running all over the streets, that's, you know. Well, there's a restaurant here. Let's go check it out. Rain last night, so it's still relatively cold over there. Ah, okay. Yeah, that'll do it. That little extra rain usually will help keep the temperature down, so. Did we see the shop that lets you buy medicines? I think you could buy, like, protein and iron and all that other stuff there, but I must not have checked out that shop. Several floors hidden below the game corner? Huh. Let's see if we can check that out. Uh-huh. Just as long as the game doesn't include you using Horn Drill again, I think we'll be okay. Yeah, you can talk to this guy from all the way over at the counter here. I can see that. You guys have got some pretty good business here. Repeat customers are a gold mine. That's what I heard, anyway. Let's see if we can stick close to the wall so I don't bring Interceptor out of his Pokeball. I know he's got to stretch his legs. He's, you know, a new big doggo, but, you know. Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad you're being successful. Do you have to have the Team Rocket Grunts in here with you, though? Yeah, no, I know. You were just thinking out loud, but you shouldn't think out loud when somebody like me is here. No, of course not. Why would there be? And I think that's about it for Celadon, so now that we've got all that out of the way, we can finally head to the... Oh, no, there's one more building. Once we go in here, we can finally head to the game corner. Hi there. Oh, okay. Well, that's a little unfortunate, but that's okay. I'll just go check in with the guests. It is. I like it here. So you don't get any bright ideas there, Casanova. Well, I'm happy for you. You guys get a nice fancy vacation, almost like one big family. Other than, you know, that gentleman in there getting completely cock-blocked, it's probably going to be a decent vacation. Excuse me, Mr. Rocket Grunt. You're interrupting Interceptor's run. Hello there. Or they're just luckier. There's a gentleman standing over there, but he's got a moat in front of his house, so we can't get over there just yet. Eventually we will be able to, but not yet. And that's about it. First, before we go to the game corner, let's check out the prizes. Are you trying to tell me something there, Nintendo, or what? Oh, tail was going. Hold on. It was here somewhere. There it goes again. Gotta be right around here somewhere, then. Aha! A pineapple berry, okay. Yeah, I think you can actually get to both sides of the game corner from here, so... There's also, looks like, multiple different things that you can find here as well. Aha! Another one. So yeah, just like in Gen 1, there's a few items scattered all over the ground. And we'll go check for them. Oh, and there's another vending machine in here, although this one doesn't have lemonade in it, so... Must be all sold out. I must have bought all of it. Whoops. Hey, got that one on the first try. A Smart Candy Large, so that'll give you a little bit of extra. I believe that boosts special attack. I don't know why it would boost anything else, so... There's a PowerPoint up. That's not too bad. If I recall correctly as well, these spots can have a whole bunch of different items because people drop, like, basically everything here. And they actually, the spots respawn daily if you beat the Elite Four, so... Well, I mean, hop on the back of a flying Pokemon and there you go, but... I don't think I've ever tried the games in this game, so let's see if we can actually do them or if they aren't available. Oh, yeah, well. Probably looks at all the lights there. Happy Star, you. Oh, yeah? I wonder. We'll have to keep an eye out for shady individuals. Like the one over there. Oh, okay, sure. No problem. Oh, that's where they went. Wait, where's Cubone? Oh, that's just great. A poster with a vehicle on it, huh? Okay, I'll have to keep that in mind, you dumbasses. Poster that's the best way to represent them, so I wonder what that could possibly mean. We'll find out in a moment, but first let's grab a Mighty Candy. You okay up there, Meowth? You look like you're taking a bit of a cat nap. These guys. I was wondering where you went. You weren't over at the gym there. Oh no, believe me, I already understand that. I already beat her, so... Here's a raspberry. The memories that come from this song. Yeah, that's right, because it wasn't just from the game corner either, was it? It was also from the mini games that you could play on Pokemon Stadium that you heard this song, so... Anything else? I thought there was 6. I thought I just saw the tail going, too. I thought there was a total of 6 items, but I might have gotten everything already. Just gonna make a quick run through the aisles again, just to be safe. Yeah, looks like we got everything already. And this is the door that leads back out to that bigger door that we saw a minute ago. So... Anyway, we're not gonna be outside for a little while, so let's take Interceptor, put him back in the Pokeball, and let somebody else run around, shall we? Can Ferdinand run around while we're in here? I don't know. Let's find out. Yep. What's up, Ferdinand? What are the other games, by the way? I think they're different depending on the, yeah. Depending on the stool, maybe? Because these might be the flying ones. Oh, no, never mind. There are references to other mini-games that have been all throughout the series there. Like, the surfing one is probably the Surfing Pikachu mini-game from before. That one that you talked about leading Pokemon to the goal was probably the Pokeathlon from before. This is Pokken Tournament. Apparently they have an arcade version. And this one... I'm not sure about this one, honestly. This is probably from... It's probably Troze, actually, now that I think about it. Pokemon Troze. That was a DS game. Boy, that's obscure. But, hey, I think I got them all. Other than this one. I think the flying one here... with balloons... I know what it's a reference to within this game, but I'm not sure if I know what it's a reference to outside of this. I forget if there was a Pokemon Stadium minigame that had you flying high with balloons. Maybe that was Mario Party, though. Well, anyway, apparently the tamer got a great idea from coming here to the game corner because he gave Mithra Floaty Fall out of the whole thing. So, anyway, let's get down to business to defeat the Rockets. Or else what, huh? Oh, that's or else what. Okay, fine then, let's go. Yeah, this Team Rocket Grunt doesn't want us to look at this poster. He's guarding it, you see. But I'm going to look at it whether he likes it or not, so... Excuse me. Okay, these Pokemon are starting to get a little bit higher level. We'll have to keep that in mind. I'll send out Emery. We've got Brick Break. And we can probably take the hits pretty good. Let's see what you've got. Okay, Super Fang. That's fine. It'll do some damage, but we'll be okay. I'll just use Dig to dodge some moves if it gets bad. It won't get bad, though, because there goes the Raticate. Perfect. Good work, you two. Ferdinand was only there in spirit, but, you know. Yeah, blast off. That's the idea. That's the hint, you see. Well, I mean, maybe if you didn't have random Team Rocket members sitting in the game corner telling every random passersby what they were doing by talking so loud. Anyway, I'm going to break the rules now and touch this without permission from the dude at the counter, so... Okay, something happened when we hit that switch, so let's go. Aha! Take a look around. There's a hidden passage back here. It's just like that guy said, there are basement floors to this place, but unfortunately, it's also Team Rocket's hideout. No trick house down here, unfortunately. Let's heal up a little bit, and then we'll see if we can explore this place. We'll have to be a little careful, though, of course, because Team Rocket's kind of rocking down here. So... How wooed! Well, I mean, you guys are taking over the cities like you know the places, like you own the places too. It was bound to happen at some point that somebody was gonna get the smarts and have the battle prowess to defeat you in a battle and, you know, come rocketing down here. I shouldn't stay in Psychic, but I'm gonna anyway. Okay, Confuse Ray. Well, if I hit myself, I'll just switch into Mithra, I think. See, my HP like that makes you feel like I'm under level, but the HP is normal for your level and team. That's surreal. Yeah, it's a little... It takes a little getting used to, but yeah, we're all ahead full in terms of our HP and stats and everything, other than the fact that Mithra is absurdly overpowered, but, you know. But we're good. You can have a lot higher stats by this point, though, if you did what I said I wasn't doing, where you catch a whole bunch of Pokemon of the same type. So. Let's do it, my boss! Yeah, that ain't gonna last long. Good work. And that's what you get for confusing Ferdinand. Wasn't very nice. But he got to 31 out of that, so that's good. And he'll learn his last level up move. Yeah, I know, it's kind of strange that Butterfree finishes learning level up moves at 31, but this is it. The last move that he'll get, Bug Buzz, and we're going to take it. I'm actually going to get rid of Sleep Powder for it. I'd rather keep Quiver Dance so we can set up and then blast things with his moves. So that's the plan anyway. And we have Sleep Powder as it is on Littlefoot, so we'll be okay. And Mithra's almost 33 as well, so that's pretty good. Should probably get a little mileage out of her in here because most of these Team Rocket members probably have like Zubats or Golbats and stuff, so... yeah, Ferdinand's still pretty good. I'll probably switch Emery out as well. Littlefoot can probably come out in here, but I'm not 100% sure. He might be a little too big. I guess we can check. Hang on. Hold on a second, Ferdinand. I just want to see if I can bring Littlefoot out of the ball, because he could probably use a little bit of traveling as well. No, he's a little too big. Okay. We'll let him out after this when we go someplace else. Really, when we're out in the open, it'll be a lot easier to bring him out, so... Computer servers, yeah, they got a whole lot of computer equipment down here. Probably for a good reason, because they've got this whole operation going underneath the game corner. Also, you can't purchase Pokemon from the game corner like they set up there. They actually ran out of coins, so you can't buy like Porygon or Abra or anything. So you kind of got to catch them in the wild, or you're SOL. If I remember right, you can catch Porygon on Route 8 there, though. I think that's the rare Pokemon for the route, so... Oh, okay. Busting up Team Rocket as best as I can. Yeah, just here for fun. No, I'm here to beat Team Rocket. Okay, cool. What are you going to give me? A Team Rocket set from the Spy, which allows us to also become a spy. Now we can be totally spies. Awesome. Oh, great. So it's just there for aesthetics, but if I remember right, the hat is actually pretty decent fashion. I think it's just a black cap, so let's take a look at it, shall we? Yeah, it's just a black cap with a little bit of an under hood thing going there. It's orange, it looks like, instead of red like you might expect, but that's okay. Yeah, the big R on the thing there. But if I remember right, this actually stacks up pretty well with the Pikachu set, so I'm going to check that out in a minute once we get past this part. Yeah, I got the white shoes with the orange, so... The fact that it's orange and not red actually makes it work better with some other outfits as well, so we'll see what we can do to style this up. Let's see, so maybe do this and put the Pikachu top on. It's alright. I don't know, I'd have to probably get a little used to it, but we'll see. And that actually helps with the orange shoelaces as well, thinking about it. No, see, those are not the right color. They're just a little too, they're a little too bright. They do match up with the side pockets on the Team Rocket bag, but, you know, other than that. I think I'll rock this for a little while and just see how I feel about it. And then we'll go from there. If I don't like it, we'll switch. Although, actually... No, because the... If I switch off of the shirt, it won't really work, will it? Because the shirt's, I'm not a big fan of the yellow on the shirt, to be honest with you. I guess I'm playing the wrong game for that then, huh? Let's see. Although the sports top didn't look too bad with it either. We're styling and profiling. I'm trying to make it all work together somehow here. Yeah, the Pikachu cap is a little too much, I think. I do like the formal bag, though. That's pretty nice, although I'd have to switch to the formal shoes if that was the case. And then the pants. I mean, the sailor shorts would make that come together, but it'd be a very neutral outfit, you know? So... And this actually works with the hat, so... I gotta stop messing with this pretty soon, because I gotta get back to actually playing the game, you know? Let's just wear the whole Team Rocket outfit for now, and then we'll switch off and we'll try to mix and match a little bit. I'll do a little mixing and matching later. For now, we'll just wear the whole outfit. I need a different bag though. There we go. Okay. So now I'm just rubbing it in their faces, basically, but, you know, that's fine. Who am I? Who are you? Are you a spy? Is that why you're wearing those colors? You could say the same about me. You fiend, I know you're already in disguise. Team Rocket members don't use bags. We just throw things in our absolute storage spaces. Sir, that is disgusting, and I'm going to need you to stop before I report you to the Cantonian Health Agency. Okay, so Mithra should be, yep, 33 from that. Awesome. Yeah, giving Ferdinand Psychic at this point is a really solid addition to his moveset. It really pulls him up from before, because all of these moves are very good. They don't have the best on the power points, but we'll make it work. We'll just evenly distribute everything that we use. How's that minus 10% special attack doing for you now, huh? I mean, granted, we're not fighting anything that's directly on level with us, or even on evolution with us at the moment, but yeah, we'll make it work. Wonder how most people actually make money in this universe. Thinking about economic search here. That's a good question, though. I wonder what like the wage rates would be in Kanto and everything. Oh, well, this is gonna hurt you a lot more than it's gonna hurt me. There we go. Goodbye. Thank you for doing it for me. Yeah, I'm not sure how much money an actual job would give you. But being a trainer is a pretty sweet deal. If you can keep winning at things, you pretty well can just manage all of the money that you need without too much trouble, unless you're buying a whole bunch of TMs or something, you know. That'll pop me all the way to the top. There we go. And I think I might switch a little bit here. We'll keep Ferdinand out, but I think I'll switch Ferdinand out of the front. We'll get Emery going a little bit more, and then we'll get Interceptor going after that. Everybody else is pretty good for now, but I want to get them some level. So, there we go. Emery can probably come out here as well, so maybe I'll let her out in a bit. Okay, so, let's see here. What else do we have? I saw this before, don't think I didn't. 3 Mighty Candies. Well, we'll have a few candies to sell when we're done. They don't sell for much, but, you know. Can't get through there just yet. We'll have to figure out another way around. Alright, next floor. We'll probably come back up here, though, because the southern section of the map there, the southwestern section, to be more specific, we didn't really see any of, so... Huh, well that's handy. I just so happen to have an entire dungeon to run through that's full of ghosts that I can't see without the Silph-Scope, so... Although it does make you wonder why they... Of course, I switched off of... Excuse me, I switched off of Ferdinand on the exact Pokemon where he would have been useful. Although Interceptor can handle this too, because he's got Crunch and Hypno has less defense than special defense. What was I going to say? Yeah, oh yeah, they seem to have switched off of the sense that you would need a Silph-Scope to see ghosts in later games. So I don't know what the difference is between a Cantonian Ghastly and the others, but... you can't see them normally, so... Yeah, about that. I don't think Interceptor's gonna be floored by that hypnosis there, sir. Go get him! Probably wouldn't have done a whole lot of damage if I had just used Flamethrower, but Crunch sort of softened him up pretty good for us. And Drowsy's level 22 and learning Psybeam. Nice. You've got Confusion, right? Yeah. I mean, I've got a whole lot of other support moves that you can use, but this is a flat upgrade to Confusion, so I might as well just get rid of that. The rate we're going, Drowsy might actually evolve by the time we're done. We'll see. Well, I'm glad, because I didn't want to beat you to a pulp with Interceptor, so... I'm going to try. We'll ignore those floor tiles for now. Let's go down here first, and then we'll go from there. Here's a revive. Nice. They used to have, back in Gen 1, when you went down in this section here, they used to have the first of what I call jump scare trainers down here, where you would walk down this way and you wouldn't be able to see what was below you, so you'd walk and the trainer would have a maximum line of sight distance to you, and they'd be able to see you. As soon as they popped up on the screen, they would be able to see you, and then they would want to battle, so... Oh, you probably heard that guy upstairs. He probably turned on his radio or something. Oh, anyway, we'll take care of business no matter what. Yeah, they keep their fire extinguishers handy just in case. You never know when they might need them. I know a little bit more about fire extinguishers now, though, due to my safety training that I did in my course. They would have to have a specific type of fire extinguisher there that would be specifically designed for electrical fires, because, I mean, they've got all these servers down here. Servers probably get pretty hot, and a normal fire extinguisher used for, like, cooking grease or just regular, you know, oxygen and wood or coal-burning fires, a regular fire extinguisher wouldn't be able to extinguish an electrically based fire. They would need a specific type of extinguisher in order to do that. And I think it's a Class E, if I recall my training correctly. I don't know, it's been a few days. I'd have to look at the chart again. Oh, well, thanks for the advice. I guess I'll have to go find a lift key. Stop making me count tiles. It's a relic from Gen 4 and back. Yeah, well... Well, I don't think you have to count tiles on this one. We should be able to get through the whole thing without having to count any of them. So, I think this is actually the way we're supposed to go, though, if I recall correctly. So let's go back upstairs. I think the plot is there. So, unless, hold on, you can go there, but there's an elevator right here. So maybe we will save this. Never mind. We're going back down. We'll save this for in a little bit once we're done with this floor's tile puzzle. Always annoying, remembering when a person had 3 or 4 tiles of sight and they'd have to be assumed to max or no sight entirely. Yeah, and it seems like in this game, peripheral vision isn't exactly that high for most of the trainers, so they, generally speaking, they don't see you unless you're directly in front of them, so usually you end up talking to them instead of, you know, instead of running into them by accident to get their attention. Well, we can go like this, and then go like this to get that bad boy. What do you suppose it is? A rare candy. Okay, cool. Might be able to put that to use, although I'm going to wait until I get more experience to see when I can put it to use. Thankfully, Ferdinand is the perfect Pokemon for in here because he can just fly over all of the tiles. If you have a regular Pokemon in here, though, they don't actually fly over the tiles. They, like, if they walk around instead of flying, they just walk right over them. So they don't get pushed around by them. If they were smart, they'd have a specific room for their servers that would be somewhat cooler than normal rooms. That assumes they are smart. Yeah, I mean, that would probably be the safest bet, right? Is to have a room for their servers and have them all be cooled, but apparently that's not something that Team Rocket is particularly enthusiastic about. Maybe once we're done in here, I can renovate the place and make it so that it's fire safe. I don't know. Even if I don't, I'm sure whoever ends up owning the Game Corner after this will probably have some idea of what they could do to make it safer. Oh well. Oh look, Emery's the perfect Pokemon for this guy because he's got a Pokemon that's weak to fighting and a Pokemon that's weak to Geek. This might hurt a little. Okay, that's not too bad. Voltorb's got okay special attack, but it's not great. He pretty much ends up just having, like, really solid speed, and that's, like, his best thing about him, really. I mean, once you get, like, Thunderbolt and stuff, which we already have, it's not too bad, but until that point, Voltorb doesn't exactly get good, you know, until you give him some high-powered moves to account for the fact that he has somewhat lower stats. Oh, we're getting closer. Thanks. Thanks a whole bunch for the directions. Wasn't sure if I missed something over there. Let's go see if we can find that person that had the Cubone then. I mean, we're at the bottom floor now, so it's got to be around here somewhere. There's another PowerPoint up. Awesome. We'll use those later. We don't need them just yet. I mean, I guess some of our Pokemon already have moves that they can use them on, because they've got some of their high-powered endgame attacks, but not all of them, so... Now, if I was going to use that rare candy, I would probably want to wait a little bit, because it looks like we're all pretty close to 1157 on the CP. That's nuts, man. How ridiculously powerful you are. But yeah, I probably will want to wait until... Oh, I see they made it down from the games they were playing up there. They must have gotten bored, or they were back on shift. Who's that guy? Well, he doesn't exactly look familiar, and it's not like we can see him from here on in Gen A's perspective anyway, but I do see a Cubone back there. Oh boy. And who's that guy up there? He looks important. Well, we'll figure that out later when we can actually see them. Meanwhile... Yeah, that's what I've heard. I haven't tried yet, but you know. Oh, well then, how about I beat you to a pulp and take that lift key? Does that sound like a plan? What do you mean, no? I'm gonna do it anyway. Okay, Emery can handle this because it's a Grimer, so... No big deal, it's got lower defense than Spadef, if I recall correctly. Let's just get underground. I hope he doesn't spew poisonous sludge underground at me. Looks like he's just anticipating my hit. Not good enough, Grimer. Alright, takes care of that. You know, you aren't exactly the strongest grunt. They probably should have sent like one of their stronger grunts to protect the lift key if it's so important for getting around in here. Well, you're not. That's the idea. What do you mean? Sir, where are you going with my key that I rightfully won from you? Oh. Now I see why they left you to protect the lift key, because you're the only resourceful grunt in the game. Fantastic. Well, that's just great. How the heck are we supposed to get the key when it's all the way up there? Yeah, of course. That won't happen. Huh. So yeah, in case you were stuck, he'll give you a little hint about what to do, but... What do you think, Ferdinand? Can you fly up there? Or is it a little too narrow for you? Well, I'm glad you're happy, but... Yeah, in case it wasn't obvious, the ceiling is where that top section of the stairs is there, so the gap between the ceiling and the grate there is pretty low. Ferdinand's 4 foot something tall, so it probably wouldn't be able to fit in that little gap. Meanwhile, Mithra, though, might be able to fit there, but we gotta find some way to get her up there, so... Huh. Let's see if we can find something to step ladder with. Maybe one of these boxes? Okay, maybe not. How about one of these chairs? Just remember to lock the wheels first, Jenny. There you go. Alright, Mithra, go find that key. Yeah, a little too weak to get that box. I actually really like this little section here, and I wish they did more of this. They actually let your partner do things without you. So now Mithra actually has a little platforming section that she has to go through in order to get the lift key for you. This is great, and they need to have done more of these, but they did not do more of these. If I recall correctly, this is the only time this happens in the entire game. But it's actually really good, and I really would have liked to see more of these happen. So. Let's go with some creativity to reworking Gen 1. Yeah, it's an interesting little section that they put in here. I'm glad that they did it. And again, I wish they did more with this, but they didn't. So, pretend to be a... Oh, wait, you already are a mouse. Never mind. Looks like Tom is on to Jerry there. Oh. Yes, of course. Nothing to worry about. Alright, jump down, Mithra. I got you. There we go. So, because of Mithra's fancy platforming, we got the lift key. So now we can go through the elevator. Nice work. Yeah, unfortunately, if I recall correctly, that's the only time they actually have you do any of those little platforming sections. And like I said, it's nothing particularly complex, but it would have been a nice little change of gameplay. And they already were capable of doing a little bit of changing of gameplay because they did that with the catching mechanic. But as far as I know, that's the only time you do that. And it's a bit of a shame, really. Yeah, it is. It's a bit of a crying shame, really, because I would have preferred to have seen that in other sections of the game so you could kind of use it for interesting little challenges and stuff. I don't know. Something to break up the rest of the stuff, the battling, you know. Yeah, that is dangerous, standing on a rolling chair. Yeah, that's why I said make sure you lock the wheels. Least chance of it rolling on you and, you know, having you fall over. Ah, kids these days. Anyway, there's a few items to grab through here. There was a nugget and an awakening. I think there's a TM around here somewhere as well. One that I don't particularly need, but I might want to grab anyway. There it is, TM5 Rest. I think I'll have exactly one use for that, and it's to demonstrate something that I wouldn't normally be able to do, so... But we'll see. And I think there's an item over there as well. Well, we can get there from down here. We can go here, and then go through here. Yeah, there's an item over here, so... Although I think we're going to end up having to go back almost to the beginning now that we went here. Because it doesn't look like there's any other way to get out of here. But, I mean, it gets you another power point up, so that's not too bad. It might have used to have been a moonstone. I forget. I don't know where all the items are in Gen 1, but I know where a few of them are. So... Yeah, it used to be... I don't think it used to be rest. It used to be something else, because I think you got rest from somewhere else in Gen 1, if I remember correctly. So... Anyway, now we'll go this way instead, so we can head down and around here. And that'll take us to the elevator. And also this other staircase that we haven't seen yet. So let's check up here, and this will actually take us to the southwest corner that we couldn't get to on the first floor before. Well, I'm hoping that I can send you all packing and force you to not intimidate people into doing what you want anymore, but I don't know if that's going to happen. We'll have to see. Okay, well, Emery's a good choice again for this. Probably a good choice to really have Emery out for most of Team Rocket, because most of their Pokemon are either weak to ground type or fighting type moves. So, depending on what it is. It'd be nice if I could, you know, take out their electric or poison types in less than 2 turns, but usually they only have 1 or 2 Pokemon anyway, so... Yeah, sorry, sir. Swift doesn't work like it did in Gen 1, unfortunately. If I remember right, in Gen 1, you used to be able to hit Pokemon even if they were underground with Swift. And even in the air, too. I think that's still a thing, though. Like, if you use Fly with... I think it's exclusive to Charizard in this version, but or maybe it's also a move Dragonite gets. Not sure, but if you use Fly in this game, I'm pretty sure you could still be hit by Swift, so... Well, I might have to use it at some point, Ferdinand. I'll let you know. For now, you're only lightly damaged, so you'll be okay. Sound the alarm! That was a Nightfire reference, in case anyone didn't get it, although it's pretty generic, so I wouldn't blame you if you didn't. I also wouldn't blame you if you didn't get it, because usually when they say sound the alarm or raise the alarm in Nightfire, you shoot them with a tranquilizer dart right after, so I didn't do a little sound effect, so that might have made it a little harder to identify that reference. Oh, Glare, get out of here. I'm the only person allowed to use that move. No, that's not true. Yeah, it had absolute accuracy, yes, so it could hit everything. So it wasn't too bad of a normal type move at that point. If you had a pretty high attacking Pokemon and you needed to hit all the time, it was pretty good, but they switched that, so. Well, I got paralyzed, so this should be interesting. Excuse me. Unfortunately, I can't really heal the paralysis either because I would just get glared again if I did. So, Ferdinand or Interceptor? I'll go with Ferdinand. I've got a Psychic type move there, so that'll do good damage. I need to switch where Bug Buzz is, though, in his list of moves, so it can be up where it's same type attack bonus move, which I usually leave near the top, so this might hurt. Okay, yeah, that did quite a bit. Okay, well, this Arbok's giving me a run for my money, I'll tell you what. And again, Emery would probably be the best bet here, but, well, she's kind of hurt. Maybe I'll switch her back out. See what we can do. Got a Surf hit diving one, something hit them. I don't remember what hit a diving Pokemon. It's been a little while since that's been a thing. Oh, and it's got Paraflinch as well. Okay, good. Great, fantastic. Let's just Headbutt. See what we can get out of it. Well, thank you for showing me your entire moveset. I would use Dig here, but I'm usually cursed to get paralyzed on the second turn anyway, and then we would get no damage out of it, so I'd rather just get what I can, you know. One more. I should probably heal. I'm at just the right threshold where a Super Potion will give me max HP, so. I'm sorry to say it, Ferdinand, but I may have to give you the rest of our pewter crunchies after this. Maybe I'll give it to Emery because, I mean, she's a ground type, so she doesn't mind if things are rock hard. And let's Brick Break to finish it off. Nice. Keeping that focus, Emery. I like it. Yeah, nice to see your entire kit, yeah. Nice to see that you have 4 moves, because in this game, sometimes they don't have 4 moves, so. Well, I got a special attack point out of that. Don't know what good that's going to do me, but, you know. Well, you're nowhere near the alarm, so, I mean, is it really that shocking? Okay, so we seem to have gotten off in the wrong direction here somehow. So I guess we'll have to go to the elevator. That's our only bet at this point in terms of where Cubone could have gotten. Okay, so Pewter Crunchies to Emery because she probably won't mind. Shalor Sable. Here you go, Ferdinand. Let's get those out of my inventory. And this will heal you to full, so that's good. Who else do I want to give this potion to? Probably give it to Mithra. Everybody else is okay at the moment. So. And what do we got here? 5 Great Balls, nice. They kept that of all things. What, the Pewter Crunchies? Yeah, I know. It's. They kept a whole bunch of those little one-off status healing items. I'm not really sure why. I guess it's just there to add flavor. I don't know. I just made a pun because there are a whole bunch of food items and they're there to add flavor. Lol. Oh, that wasn't intentional, but you know what I mean. Anyway. Now that we can get the elevator working, let's go use it. But first, we'll go to the basement first floor. Because I think there's another trainer up here. Yeah. So we'll check in with him. No, I know exactly where I'm going, actually, because I recognize that gate next to you. And I'm not sure if we're going to go heal or not yet. I think we have enough supplies where we can probably get through here without having to go heal. But we'll see. Well, it's too bad I don't have Rock Slide yet, or else this Zubat would be no problem whatsoever. I guess I'll just send in Mithra. She can handle it. Let's go, my boss. Oh, good. Toxic. Fantastic. We've been badly poisoned. Nah, it's fine. We'll be okay. No, there is no Fire Red Leaf Green Tutor in Rock Tunnel, unfortunately. It was made into a TM, and the move tutors in this game only give moves for your Pikachu or Eevee partner Pokemon. I'm pretty sure you were joking, but to explain why that isn't a thing, I figured I'd just elaborate a little bit. Needed that in your Aerodactyl solo. Best rock move it learns. Doesn't even get it from level up. Yeah, you would think it would, but apparently not. I think Geodude, the Geodude line in Onyx, I think, get Rock Slide in this one. Not sure if Aerodactyl gets it, though. I've never used Aerodactyl in this one, so... Don't think got any rock moves from level up Gen 3 was bad. Yeah, they were still getting their stride when it came to level up moves at that point, so... And apparently this guy's got a Ghastly that I can actually see. So that's interesting. Most of the ghosts that you'll find in Pokemon Tower are also Ghastly, so... I also really like how Ghastly looks in this one, though, because, again, it's like Voltorb. It looks like it jumped right out of the anime and into the video game, you know? Like, right off the manga page and right into the video game. So that's, like I said, I like how this game looks. I like the sprite work they did in this one. I know they're just using the models that they used in Sun and Moon, but... Or rather, the meshes they're using, not the models. They're using the wire meshes underneath, and then they're modeling on top of that, so... Oh, okay, well, I mean... I guess I could have just tried to use the lift key on it, but, you know. Should we go heal? I don't think we need to. Let's see. Well, I'm poisoned, so I can use a full heal. Let's get rid of that. And then... Yeah, I think we'll be okay. There's a couple more battles before we fight the boss of this area, so... we should be alright for now. Oh, that reminds me, actually, I didn't demonstrate this just yet. So let's take Mithra and stick her in the first slot, let's say, and then we'll have... let's let Littlefoot do... Actually, no, Littlefoot doesn't have good coverage against anything in here. Emery does, though. So we can have Emery come out for the next one, and then we'll go from there. For the next fight, that is. So let's go down to the 4th basement floor. Okay. And now let's see what we can find down here, shall we? Nice, an elixir. That will help a little bit, just in case I ever need to heal my power points all the way to full. Won't need that yet, but I will need it eventually, so... Uh-oh. They're still here. And you're those crazy people that took Cubone. Where did you take him? That has nothing to do with what... Yeah, I just want to rescue Cubone here. You can say to join Team Rocket, but I think they tell you you're lying. I'm going to say it anyway just to be a dick about it, but yeah, sure, I'm here to join Team Rocket. Well, I'm glad I show potential. I am trying to trick you. Yeah, I gotta rescue Cubone, and frankly, if he hasn't been anywhere else in the hideout, that means I know he's behind you. So that means you're in my way! Let's take on Team Rocket's Jesse and James once again. Well, they've evolved their Pokemon as well, although I think that wheezing is illegal. Yeah, so the thing I was showing you is that if you have Mithra, or rather your partner Pokemon, as one of the Pokemon you send out in the beginning of double battles, there's actually a unique animation that shows you both flinging your partner out and also another Pokeball. Normally you just throw 2 Pokeballs out, but I figured I'd demonstrate that just in case anybody didn't see it yet. I think we're going to do the same thing we did last time, where we focus down the Arbok. So... Although I could probably take out Weezing with 2 Thunderbolts, and I'm going to have to wait a turn for Dig to go off anyway, so... Excuse me. I guess we'll spread the damage out a little bit then. No big deal. Yeah, 2 Thunderbolts to take you out, so... That's on Emery, because Mithra actually can't get paralyzed. It's a nice little quality of life change they made for electric types in later generations. I think that started in Gen 6, but I'm not 100% sure about that. So... Alright, let's get rid of the Weezing. If I get paralyzed on Emery, that's okay. We'll fix that next turn. So. Get out of here. Now all that sludge won't be a problem. Nice work, you two. Littlefoot's level 33 as well. Awesome. Interceptor's probably pretty close to 32, so that might hurt a little. Ow. Go get him, Emery. Bah. Nice. Didn't even need to worry about it. Emery's got it in the bag. And Mithra's almost 34 as well, so that's pretty good. Why do enemy Pokemon hurt in this game? Well, that's a result of me choosing to only fight certain battles, aka only choosing to catch a few Pokemon, so... Well, I mean, you're not wrong about that. We were only like a level or two on you in some cases, so... Actually, I don't even think we had 2 levels on you. Well, what's that supposed to mean? You can't fight me, that's illegal! Get him, Mithra! Don't mess with the mob boss, baby! What do you have to say for yourself, Mithra? Yeah, I know. Me too. Here, hang on. I got you. I could take the glasses off while we're indoors as well, just so we can see Mithra's face. See them big pretty eyes she's got, you know? Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I wasted money buying the dust sunglasses. I don't know. Okay, we need to heal a little bit, so let's heal up before we head inside. Do that. I don't have another potion for you, but you'll be okay, I think. I think I'll top off Interceptor and Mithra, though. Well, almost top off Mithra. Definitely top off Interceptor, but, you know. You missed Dream Eaters, should play Kingdom Hearts 3D again. I have yet to play Dream Drop Distance myself. I haven't played anything past 2, to be honest with you. Just, I don't know, it hasn't really tripped my trigger to try playing them yet. I really want to get done with Kingdom Hearts 2 for the stream first, before I start playing any of the other ones after that. I'd rather play them for the stream so my reactions are genuine, you know? But one of these days we'll get there. So really, I only need a few rare candies to get everybody up to their top levels there, at least to get everybody about the same. I'm going to save real quick. Haven't done it in a little bit, so might as well. You could play KH3D again, that is true. I mean, if you want to, you might as well do it. Put your mind to it, you know. I see Cubone. I wonder what they're plotting. Probably nothing good. I don't know about that, man. I mean, those ghosts could be pretty decent Pokemon for some of your grunts. Can you imagine how many normal types would get completely cock-blocked by them? I seem to be saying cock-blocked a lot today. Probably some sort of Freudian slip. Anyway. Oh, so this guy's name is Archer, huh? Okay. Hang on, Cubone. I'll get you out of here in just a minute. I did. I'm pretty good at eavesdropping, aren't I? I'm a decent spy. Okay, you look a little spooky now. Well, that's good, because I don't go easy on anybody either, even if they're weaklings. Actually, Archer is pretty hard, so... He's pretty tough. He's got some coverage moves on his Pokemon that might make our day a little bit worse. So, let's see what we can do. That backlog, that's true. Yeah, you said you were going to play Trails in the Sky, that's true. Yeah, so you got to get that done first. Then tell your Sophie, return to East 8 and start over your Inferno mode run. Yeah, that backlog. Reason why I have Interceptor out for this one, I completely forgot. I really just needed him out for the levels, but if I recall correctly, this Weezing has Flamethrower in its arsenal, so that would probably hurt most of our guys pretty good. Especially Emery, who can probably take a Sludge Bomb okay, but, well, probably wouldn't be able to take too many Flamethrowers. But, I mean, Interceptor's got this. He's fine. So yeah, they actually have you fight Archer in this game, unlike in Gen 1. He's actually a member of Team Rocket's entourage here. So, hey, Drowsy got to 23. I don't think they ever mentioned the other Team Rocket admins, but maybe they just didn't get here until after Archer. Like, Archer was the first one, and then they got the others later. So, I don't know. Yeah, probably should just send Mithra out for the Golbat. She should be able to take care of him with no problems. Unless I get Confuse Raid again. Air Slash. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, that ain't gonna do you a whole lot of good there, man. Sorry. I actually don't know if this would be more powerful than Thunderbolt, but I think it's enough. Okay, it's almost enough. I'd have to do a calc to see if the crit actually makes it as powerful or not as powerful or what as Thunderbolt is. So. Okay, well that takes care of Archer. That was pretty easy. I probably made it look a little easier than it actually is, though, because most people would send out a ground type against his Weezing, and it would just quickly smack you up with a flamethrower, and most ground types in this game... Well, if you have a rock ground type, it'd probably go fine, because the rock type actually resists the fire type coverage moves it gets, but it might even have Shadow Ball now that I think about it. I don't know, Archer does that whole type coverage thing that most people that actually play the game do. But it didn't work out for him, obviously. Yeah, I could have brought out Ferdinand as well. I was just concerned about how powerful the Golbat would have been with like Air Slash and stuff, and then the Weezing with Sludge Bomb. We didn't have a defensive resistance to it, so I said, yeah, I'll hedge my bets and go a little safer. A simple child, but a strong one nonetheless. And unfortunately, I think it would have actually been better if they would have actually forced you to fight Giovanni after... or Giovanni, however you pronounce it. I think it's Giovanni, actually. I think it would have been better anyway if they had you fight him back-to-back from Archer there, but they don't have you do that, so... It's okay, though. We'll make it work. Did I ever teach you Mega Drain there, Littlefoot? Where is my Mega Drain TM, anyway? It's gotta be here somewhere. There it is. I did not. So let's teach you, shall we? We'll keep Petal Dance, though. I don't think I'll really need Headbutt. I mean, the coverage move would be nice, but I don't think I'll really need it all that badly. Gonna keep Leaf Seed and Sleep Powder, though. They're both pretty good. And once you get rid of Leech Seed, you actually can't get it back for quite some time, so probably rather have that than not. Oh, I got a few new TMs. I should probably sort them. There we go. And Shadow Ball, well, Ferdinand can learn it, but we'll hold off on that. And I think now's a good time to bring Littlefoot out of his ball so he can have a little bit of a deadly dance with all of these people. How are you on level there, Interceptor? Are you pretty far away from a level after that last fight? Yeah, about as far as you can get without me, you know, actively somehow like micromanaging the EXP, so... Alright, let's use that rare candy, then we'll bring Interceptor's level up to 33, and then we'll work on Emery and Ferdinand's levels to get them closer to 33 or 34. If everybody's within one level of Mithra, that's actually fine by me. That works perfectly for me, so... And I mean, at this point, Littlefoot's only slightly ahead now of Interceptor, so... If we look here... Yeah, about 1,000, 1,200 ahead. Okay, a little more. Apparently, Interceptor needs a little more experience than most of the Pokemon I have to get to his levels at this point, but that's okay. I should heal Mithra. I'm jabbering my mouth off and doing random stuff that I didn't need to do, and I'm not healing Mithra. Let's use a lemonade, shall we? There you go. You didn't get to try that before, but now you do. Very good. Okay. Alright, let's take on the boss of Team Rocket. Hang out there, Cubone. Hang in, we'll be good. Just gotta take this guy out first so that I can get you out here safely. I did. Well, you didn't exactly leave the entrance hidden. You can thank your subordinates for that. And that's your problem. So yeah, this is the leader of Team Rocket, Giovanni, or Giovanni. However you want to pronounce it, I'm sure it's probably correct. Let the Cubone go and nobody gets hurt. Well, yeah, I mean, wouldn't... No, actually, you wouldn't. Never mind. You're mainly in it for the profits, so you have no clue what I would do. We'll see about that. So yes, now we have to take on the boss of Team Rocket, Giovanni. And he starts with what would probably be fairly familiar to most people, his Persian. Littlefoot should be able to handle it, I think. I'm going to get Fake Outed here immediately, so it doesn't really matter what I pick. I'll try Sleep Powder once next turn, and then if that doesn't work, I will probably start doing something else. See how much Slash does. That was a crit, right? Yeah. Nice. I got the sleep first turn. Very good. I probably could have just tanked it out with Mega Drain, but, you know, I figured I'd give it a shot to do that instead. Start using Giovanni, it sounds so much funnier. Giovanni, more like. No. Yeah, it's probably Giovanni. That's probably the correct pronunciation, but I don't know. I've said it both ways in my lifetime, so I'm conflicted, you know. It's like how you say Titus in Final Fantasy X. I'm still not used to saying it that way because I'm so used to the way that Kingdom Hearts 1 said it, where you said Titus instead. I know that's not correct, but it's supposed to be Titus, but yeah, I'm not used to it. Yeah, this Persian is no joke. Those crits from Slash, I mean, it has an increased critical hit ratio. It can be pretty powerful. But we got it, no big deal. Probably could have switched in Emery to take care of things as well, but, yeah, you know, it's fine. We'll let Littlefoot do a little bit of talk in here. And his last is a Rhyhorn. Yeah, he's only got 2 Pokemon at this point now. He'll eventually get more, but it might take a little while for him to get to that point, so. My dinosaur is better than yours, Giovanni. There we go. Because mine can Mega Drain. Yeah, it's a little disappointing that he only has these couple for now, but he adds to his team over time as the game goes on. It just takes a little bit for him to get to full strength. So, well, maybe if you brought all of your Pokemon with you, you would have been able to take me out, but nope. Well, good. I'm going to bring it back home to its home, maybe? Or I don't know exactly what it was looking for. I mean, I can venture a guess. And for defeating Giovanni, he gives you the Sylph Scope. Nice. Thank you. Well, I try. No, I don't think I ever will, because there's a distinct disconnect here, because I actually like the Pokemon in my team. You seem to only be in it for money. You okay there, Cubone? Oh, okay. Bye. So yeah, now that you've rescued Cubone, it'll head back to Lavender Town. And now that we have the Sylph Scope, we can actually identify the ghosts in Lavender Town's Pokemon Tower, so that's what we'll go do. It's probably a good idea, Archer. I think I'll go do that. Oh, hang on, Ferdinand. I got you. You're welcome. Can I make a collect call while I'm here? No, fortunately not. Picture of Persian, and it looks like a Rhydon, yeah. Well, yeah, he must not have brought his full team with him then, because he didn't have a Rhydon. This must be Archer's desk. Well, anyway, we're done here in Team Rocket's hideout here in Celadon, and I think once you go outside, their presence will be a little bit lessened. They won't be walking around willy-nilly in the city like they used to, so... I think. I'm not 100% sure about that, though. Let's go find out. Well, the spy's still here, but it looks like all the grunts cleared out. Let's see if she has anything new to say. Well, the disguise didn't really help, but... Oh, no, I got you. I got your back, lady. Think you had a Nidoking at this point when you played Let's Go Eevee? Probably. At this point, you could have, like, the Moonstone and the Nidorino and everything like that, so... I wouldn't be shocked if you did conquer. We'll bring Emery out next, and then we'll bring Ferdinand. Excuse me. Never understood why he gives it to you. Well, he doesn't really need it himself. He was comparing it to a child's toy in this one. So, he probably figures that whatever ambitions he had for Pokemon Tower, they're gone now. Like, he was thinking about doing something with it, but Mr. Fuji, spoiler alert for... you know, half an hour from now, Mr. Fuji wasn't cooperating and everything like that, so he's probably like, whatever. I'll just cut my losses and we'll go attack Sylph Company instead. Which is what they're going to do in about an hour. Spoiler alert for an hour from now. Can I press the switch again? No, I can't. Okay, that's fine. Alright, let's get the heck out of here. By this point, I think you had most of your team as well, minus your water type. Yeah, like I said, it's kind of hard to get water types in this game. It takes a little longer than most, unless you're using like a Psyduck, a Golduck, or like that Magikarp that you can get from the, what's it called? So, from the guy in the Pokemon Center. Drowsy, how close are you to 24 now? No, you're getting there. Probably won't quite get there. You probably get to like 25 maximum before you, before we take you out of the party. So, yeah, we'll see. Hello, sir. Yeah, what do you got there? That thing looks fancy. Does that have anything to do with that floaty fall technique that Tamer was talking about before? Oh, nice. So it's a balloon cycle. Interesting. Didn't know they decided to repurpose the bicycles in this game because they're no longer anything that you can actually gain access to. Oh, okay, awesome. Well, I know a couple of... Well, I don't know a couple secret techniques, but I know somebody who does. Nice, so this is where you get the secret technique for Sky Dash. And apparently Pikachu wants to learn how to use it, so... Well, it's pretty out of this world, that machine you've got there, so... I'll just let you figure it out, Mithra. And so Mithra has learned how to use Sky Dash. Awesome. And yeah, now you can revisit any town that you've already been to. And you would find that in the Play with Mithra menu or Play with your partner menu. So, well, thank you. That's very generous of you, sir. I appreciate it. There's Littlefoot. How you feeling being a little bit bigger there, man? His model's a little smaller than I would have expected, but it's based on the regular model of Venusaur, which is like... The flower is taller than you are, but the rest is not. So... But Littlefoot is like a solid 1.5 feet taller than most normal Venusaur, according to his Pokedex entries. So... it's... what I expect and what I'm getting is a little bit different. Alright. Probably a better idea if I take off the Team Rocket outfit before going into Pokemon Tower. That would probably be a bit, it wouldn't exactly be a, what's the word I'm looking for? It'd be kind of tone deaf, I guess, would be, that's probably close to what I'm looking for. So let's put the formal wear back on, shall we? I really like the formal shoes and the formal bag, though. Those are pretty nice. So, get that nice brown to it. Adds a little bit to the rest of the outfit. And we said before that we had these. And then this was pretty good. And then the hat would be this. I mean, I like that, but it's also, again, still got the whole Team Rocket thing going on there, so I probably I'll just switch to the regular formal wear for now. We'll mix and match, like, later on when we're getting ready to, you know, hit the big time, go to the Indigo Plateau and all that stuff. For now, we'll just wear the regular old outfits. And Mithra, let's take off those glasses. I like them, but I'd rather see your beautiful eyes. So... Alright, and now that we have access to Sky Dash, let's see if we can have Mithra take us through the sky. Well, I'm glad you're ready to raring and ready to go there, Mithra. We'll have a chance to go there. Make sure you're not driving drowsy, though. That's almost as bad as driving drunk. So yeah, now that we have Sky Dash, we can go to any of the towns we've already visited, so let's head back to Lavender Town, shall we? It's so silly looking. I love it. Okay. I already healed, though, right? Let me see. Make sure. We're missing a few items at the moment, but we'll have enough items to where I'm not really all that worried about it. We'll be able to... We'll buy more once we're done in Pokemon Tower. For now, let's go through here first. Littlefoot, I'm not sure if you're going to be able to fit through the door, though, unfortunately. I seem to keep trying to find situations where you'll be able to come out, but... Yeah, it's a little difficult. I'll be able to walk you more when we're out in the open world again, which will be happening very soon, so... Oh, Jesus. So that's why Cubone was wandering the tower, was looking for its mom. I mean, I think they pretty much implied that earlier, but now we know for sure, so. Oh yeah, apparently Mr. Fuji's been not around at the moment, so. I guess I'm taking charge, despite the fact that I'm not exactly a big fan of ghosts, so. Emery, can you fit into the tower? I know you'll be spin dashing everywhere, that's fine. Hey, me. Getting ready to go into the tower, right? Sure, I can go with. You don't have a Sylph Scope, so it'll be a little easier if we both go. That way I can kind of check out all the ghosts that are happening in front of us. Yep, Emery can in fact fit in here. Nice. Well, I'm glad you're calm, because we're going to need calm where we're going. We're all trying to calm the spirits of the Pokemon that have departed here, you see. The coach trainer's already done. So now we can actually move to the top of the tower. So let's use that Sylph Scope and see if we can figure out what we've got here. Well, sure, but they're probably ghost Pokemon. Well, you see, me, I got the Sylph Scope from Team Rocket. Don't ask how I got it. And, yeah, that'll help us out a little bit. And in case you're wondering why Haunter is so big, it is actually that size. Like, that is pretty much exact to its size. It's like, if I remember right, it's like 6 feet tall or something like that. It's pretty huge, so. You wouldn't expect it, but yeah. It's humongous, but yeah, it is. It's actually, that's the actual size in the Pokedex. Like, if we catch one, I'll show you, so. Well, I'm glad that I helped you, because if it was an actual ghost, you might have not been able to make it all the way up here. Unlike the fact that the ghosts are visible now, though, there's a bit of a problem with these channelers. They seem to have been possessed by some of the ghost Pokemon here, so that's just great. Let's see if we can bust them out of that. That's terrifying. Yeah, it is. It's fancy that they are naturally that size. It's just kind of crazy, you know? You wouldn't expect it. I'm not sure why some of the ghost Pokemon in here are slightly lower level than like the Pokemon that you've been fighting previous to this. I'm not sure if they intended for you to, like, you would think that by now, considering they know for a fact that you're not going to be able to come here until after the Rocket Game Corner, they would have made the Pokemon in here like around level 30 or something. Although I think you might be able to go up through the tower before this, so maybe that's why they're such a low level. Because, I mean, you can go up through the tower completely, almost completely up through the tower other than the last floor, the second that you get here. So it's just, if you get caught by a ghost, you get sent back to the first floor, so. Probably that was the problem, is they figure, well, maybe you'll go all the way up through the tower when you get here, so. You're going to see that a lot, though, for the next few trainers battles that we're going to be fighting in the next couple of areas that we're in. They'll be a little bit lower leveled than the ones we've been fighting, so. I tried to avoid that in as many situations as I could, but there were a couple of situations where I just couldn't, so. Oh, that guy's floating around pretty good. Maybe a Nanab Berry is a good idea. Let's wait for him to get a little closer to the center of the screen. Come over here, you! You know what, actually, just stay there. That's fine. Okay. Nice. Just like it said. I actually got it in the circle. That's pretty good. Alright, we caught it, too. So that takes care of catching Ghastly. Yeah, no abilities, so Ghastly are, in fact, weak to ground again, which makes Emery quite a bit more powerful than she would otherwise be here, because Ghastly would normally just completely absorb that attack, which would mean Emery would have absolutely nothing that could hit Ghastly. But we've got that taken care of. So let's add Ghastly to our Pokedex and take a look at its entry, shall we? That one is half of the normal weight. You need to work out a little bit there, sir. Ghastly is said to appear in decrepit, deserted buildings. It has no real shape, as it appears to be made of a gas. Makes sense to me. That's why they named it that. Proceeds to beat the game with Mud Slap like Gen 2. Yeah, pretty much. For a little while, yeah, like especially in Gen 2, if you didn't have a ground Pokemon that could like learn other ground type moves. I mean, I think you get Dig in Gen 2 if I remember right, but it takes until like the National Park to get it. So you end up having to use Mud Slap as your only same type attack bonus move for a little while on some of the Pokemon. So yeah, it's probably true, Conquer. Working out probably wouldn't help with its weight. Got to figure out how to make a gas get slightly denser. What's that called? There's like a specific chemistry technique, if I recall correctly, that allows you to make a gas denser, but I don't remember what it's called. I know my name has an element in it, but it's been a little while since I've taken a chemistry class, so... Okay, don't get caught on that there, Emery. I need your help with these possessed channelers. Beat the game with Mud Slap and Icy Wind. Moves that cripple stats and hurt were revolutionary. Yeah, they were pretty good. I was never really a big fan of Icy Wind because of its 95% accuracy, but it was more interesting than like some of the other moves that had that chance of lowering stats because you didn't have a guarantee previous to this. So like you had moves like Psychic and that sort of stuff where there was a chance that it would lower a stat, but it didn't have a 100% guarantee that it would do that, like Mud Slap and Icy Wind do. So they end up being pretty decent support techniques, and if you don't have, like, let's say a fourth move, if you've got some coverage, but you have a fourth move slot and you don't know what to stick there, hey, Mud Slap and Icy Wind will work. They'll work almost as well as, like, a Thunder Wave or a Will-O-Wisp or a Toxic or something like that. Especially in Gen 2, because, like, you couldn't get Toxic until much later in the game. And I don't think Thunder Wave was a TM either, so if you didn't get it by level up, you were kind of SOL. So yeah, the moves definitely had their merit, that's for sure. Yeah, can't get Psychic until the post-game, seriously. You end up having to rely on the elemental punches for your elemental coverage, basically, until the post-game. That's going to influence which Pokemon we use when we play Crystal, for sure. So... well, I'll see if I can help them out with that, because that's not good. Probably going to run out of digs by the time we're done, though. It's a good thing I have a couple of ethers. And yeah, as usual, they're really trying to keep with the, like with the battle intros there, they're really trying to make sure that their models look pretty much exactly like what they did when they were in Gen 1, or at least taken a few artistic liberties to them, but they tried to make them as faithful as possible, which I appreciate. It's a nice touch. Being able to beat Whitney by freezing her Miltank is so satisfying. That's for sure. That's true. Because, yeah, I mean, you could get an Abra directly outside of that, evolve it into a Kadabra, teach it a whole bunch of elemental punches, and then just, there goes Miltank. I'll probably use that strat, actually. I'm not sure if I'm going to use a Kadabra, but I know that Fire Punch is available from the what's it called? From the shops there, so I might be able to burn the Miltank, which would actually be quite nice. Inflicting it with a burn would mean Stomp and Rollout would do basically no damage. Well, not basically no damage, but it would do a lot less than it does normally, so... might use that strat. Oh, you had your Croconaw do it? That's true, too. Yeah, we could do that as well. Croconaw would work quite well in that situation. Let's let Ferdinand have a turn, shall we? I think we're done with this floor. I don't think there was anything else that I missed, but I guess I can go check. Yeah, Croconaw would be a good bet there. Ice Punch is actually a really solid technique for the Totodile line. More so in Gen 4 than in Gen 2, because you can actually use its best attacking stat with the Ice Punch, but, I mean, it's still nice to have the coverage, you know? We were bad as kids. So many ways to beat that Miltank, we didn't use any of them. Yeah, well, you know. It's not like we had so many of these games to fall back on at that point either, you know? Like, those were, in some cases, those were just our first or even our second Pokemon games, so we didn't have all of the practice that we do these days, you know? And I think these channelers use exclusively Ghastly and Haunter. I don't think they use anything else. The Haunter, I think, are a little bit further up in the tower, if I remember right. I still haven't switched Bug Buzz, have I? I'll do it after this. But yeah, we'll try to evenly distribute the digs and the psychics in here, because both, I think, should be one-shots to everything, especially since we have the level advantage in a lot of cases. So, forgot what you used against Whitney back then. Yeah, I don't quite remember. I think the only thing that I remember definitely using was one time when I played Crystal, I used that Machop that you can get in a trade, if I recall correctly. It was probably the only time I used the Machop line, although I couldn't get it to be a Machamp, so I ended up replacing it with something else later, but I used it temporarily for that. It worked pretty well, so. I think Karate Chop was like a 2-hit KO or something like that. So, excuse me. Literally, yeah, that was the Machop I was talking about, yeah, so if you made the trade, you could do it. So, here's TM4 Teleport. If you have like an Abra or a Starmie, you could probably learn that in place of Skydash, although Skydash doesn't take up a move slot anymore, so not really a fantastic move, but if you have a 4th slot and don't know what to do with it, I mean, I guess you could use that. I don't know. It was one of those things, it was like one of those holdovers, I think, from Gen 1, and they decided to keep it, so. What kind of game is this? A lot of the, basically what they did with the TMs in this game is that a lot of the support moves are early on in the TM list, and then a lot of the later moves in the TM list, there's a total of 60 in this game, TMs that is, and the moves that are later on, there's a Haunter, in the list of TMs are the ones that are mostly like the big attacking moves, you know, like Dark Pulse and Flamethrower and Thunderbolt and all that stuff. They moved them a little bit, so, excuse me. And that actually, thinking about it, this is probably the only case with Haunter there where the Pokemon in battle doesn't match up with the sprite from the Pokemon out in the actual real world. Because if you saw Haunter there, I think it was shorter than it actually is. If I was looking at that right, anyway. Are you 33 yet? No, not yet. Okay. I was going to switch your move, though. That's what I was going to do. I was wondering why I was coming to this menu. I was like, wait, I don't need to heal yet. Yeah, I got to switch this, so... Bug Buzz is up here. There we go. Perfect. Might be a hidden item up there, because there's that little section up behind those graves where nothing is happening. Apparently this lady can see either the future or what's happening right now, because she can probably see Cubone up there. Yeah, see, Haunter's a little smaller in battle here than he is in the actual thing. So this model is actually, again, I think the only one in the game where it's not accurate to Haunter's actual size. I'm not sure why that's the case, though. Like, you would think they would just use the same models in battle as they have on the field map, but, well, if Sword and Shield is anything to go by, in Sword and Shield, the field models are a completely separate model from the ones in battle, which makes no sense from a programming standpoint and makes no sense from a realism standpoint either, but whatever. You do you, Game Freak. I've never been a big fan of the way that you code things. But whatever. Yeah, there's definitely something up there because I can see that tail going. Hang on, Emery. I'll get you out of there. Somebody play Green Hill Zone over this. Dee-da-lee-da-lee-da-lee-da-lee. Sorry, Emery. I couldn't resist. Oh, boy. Let's see. I think I got basically everything, yeah. Next floor. Main thing to remember from Crystal is that your Typhlosion's final moveset was Flamethrower, Earthquake, Thunder Punch, and either Swift or Return. That sounds about right, yeah. Typhlosion's move pool is actually... It actually gets some pretty nice coverage moves, so... And it's a decent mixed attacker as well. I think it has almost the exact same stats as Charizard, so... If not the exact same stats. I'd have to look that up. But, yeah, Typhlosion's pretty good. I quite like it. I don't know if we'll be using it in our playthrough of Crystal. I have a specific... Is that a Zubat over there? I have a specific way that I'm going to be doing, like, what starters I use when I play the games that are available on emulator, excuse me. I was going to say PC, like I could just, you know, buy them on Steam or something, but no. Yeah, the ones that are available on emulator, I have a specific way of how I'm going to do the starters in those games, but we'll talk about that when we get that far. For now, we'll just do it the same way that the games want you to, which is to use the starter they give you. Gen True Natural Learn sets suck. Yeah, they really made you get all the mileage out of the TMs that they could in that one. That's for sure. 6,491 resets that Celebi, and you have to start shoving TMs down its throat. Yeah, get like, you know, Psychic and Giga Drain and all that stuff. Oh, it's a Golbat. Okay, that makes sense. Because I don't think Celebi learned a whole lot of decent moves in Gen 2. Like, I don't know if it probably learned a Grass-type move and a Psychic-type move, but I don't know if it was any of those, so... Oh, nice. So did you purify the space, ma'am? Yes, you did. Awesome. So now if you need to heal, this is like your halfway healing point, basically. It'll fully restore your HP and I believe your power points as well. Which makes it a lot easier for me because now I don't have to go all the way back down the tower to heal my Psychic and Dig power points. So you can't get past this without healing, though, unlike in Gen 1. No, ma'am, there are no zombie Pokemon. You're thinking of Ni no Kuni. I kind of wish the zombie familiar in Ni no Kuni was better than it actually is. Most of the time, if I'm playing Ni no Kuni and I use a Mortui, it just ends up being that Bone Brigadier. It'll probably be the same way when we do the playthrough of Ni no Kuni, because Bone Brigadier is my jam. I love that guy. He's great all the way through the game, and you can get him so early. Some Pokemon didn't get good moves unless you had the TMs that it could learn. Yes, exactly. Yeah, their level up movesets were just absolute garbage. Rush to beat Erica for Giga Drain, Saffron City for Psychic. Celebi learned nothing useful, and it starts at level 30, so there's plenty of time to actually learn things, and it still learns nothing. So yeah, if I had ever gotten Celebi, I probably would know that by, like, offhand, and I'd be able to have PTSD with you about it. Unfortunately, I didn't ever get Celebi, so... Didn't ever get the chance to see how terrible its move pool was. You looked it up and you nearly checked your keyboard. Oh, man. I mean, yeah, I'm not shocked, considering if I saw that kind of a move pool and it was that poor, you know. Plus, even with Giga Drain, like, Grass types really got shafted in a lot of cases in Gen 2, because I think Giga Drain was the only decent TM that they could get, and it only had 5 power points in Gen 2, so you basically had to keep a stock of ethers or something on your hand, or those, what were those berries that restored power points? I forget. It's not a mint berry, those are sleep, if I remember right. Yeah, so it's... Yeah, Grass types got shafted pretty hard in Gen 2. I think if I remember right, I have a Grass type in my team that I'm planning on using in Gen 2 as well, but I think it's one that learns, like... I think it learns, like, either Razor Leaf or Petal Dance, if I recall correctly, so that should help us out a little bit, anyway. We'll see how it ends up going. Or maybe I'm just using Sunny Day Solar Beam on it. I don't remember. I liked using Sunny Day Solar Beam in Gen 2. I mean, if you were going to be fighting against somebody who had like a bunch of water, rock, or ground types, that was almost just setting up, basically. It was almost like having access to like Quiver Dance or something to that effect, because then you could just turn Solar Beam into a one-turn move and just spam the whole team. Brock was pretty easy if you did that, so... Because his team is really weak to grass, so... Use all your power point ups on Giga Drain, that only boosts to 8 max. Yeah, that's true, yeah. You only get 1 extra point out of a power point up, so... Oh, Gen 2. I love you, but sometimes you really annoy me. So... But, I mean, they did make some nice quality of life changes when it came to Gen 3 and it came to some of that stuff. Like, Giga Drain didn't end up being the only halfway decent grass-type move anymore. They kind of gave people Magical Leaf and a whole bunch of other stuff. So they sort of fixed some of the problems that Gen 2 had where, you know, you had to basically just rely on TMs to do all that work for you. So, here's an Ice Stone. So if you have an Alolan Sandshrew, you can evolve it now, but I don't have one. I've got a regular Sandslash, so I will probably just hold on to that Ice Stone. So let's fight the last trainer here, and then I'll go heal again, and then we'll continue. No, you're trying not to scream. Being future Pokemon games for the channel, have you thought about the next one that you'll play? Can't remember if you already said something about it. Not 100% sure yet, Conker. I think the next one I'm going to probably want to play after this is Colosseum. But I'm not 100% sure about that just yet. It'd probably either be Colosseum or it would be White 1. I don't want to go back to Kanto immediately after this, but I do want to play Yellow and Crystal pretty close to each other when I play them. Same thing with Colosseum and XD, and then Black or White and Black or White 2. I would want to play those pretty close to one another because they're, like... It's not... I mean, in the case of Black and White, yeah, it's a direct sequel. And I guess in the case of XD as well, it's a direct sequel, but... yeah, so it would probably be either Colosseum or White 1, I would think. I have the emulator for White 1 on my computer already, and White 2. So I probably wouldn't bother going and looking for the one for Black and Black 2. So... Trying to scream because you need to find Raikou so you can track or catch it, and you still haven't seen the thing. Oh my god. Oh, we're running out of psychics. I better go back to the zone in a second. Ferdinand putting in work for us, though. I'll tell you what, that psychic TM is really getting some mileage for us. With all these poison types and stuff around. Are you alright now? Yeah, I could tell. Okay, so we'll send Emery out next, I think, to help out with the rest of the channelers that we've got here. Shouldn't be too many left. I think there's only like 1 or 2 more floors for us to go, and then we're basically out of here. Interceptor, do you want to give it a shot? I mean, you've got Crunch, so you could probably one-shot the Ghastlies. Yeah, and actually, out of the 3 of you who are still level 33, you need the most experience, so I'll give you a shot. How about that? Come on, Emery, let's go up. TMs being infinite use is good and bad. Good that you don't have to think so hard about them, but bad because they're so abusable now. Yeah, I mean, I personally prefer the change. I think that the good outweighs the bad, but it's really up to who you talk to, honestly. I try not to abuse them too much. As much as I can, anyway. But, yeah, I mean, I think it's a good change, but I can see the bad points to it as well. There's some good and some bad there. You guys have a lot of Ghastly. I should be able to handle it now. So I got 15 power points and gonna use them all, I think. Well, I don't know about all, but at least you don't have to worry about fighting wild Ghastly now. Like, you can pretty much just you don't have to worry about your power points because you only have like 1 or 2 moves that can actually hit them. You can just clear right through and then go back to the protected zone and just avoid all of the wild Pokemon. Although you could do that in Gen 1 and 3 as well if you just used Repels, but now you don't even have to worry about using Repels. You just crunch away. I don't know how I feel about technical records now that we're talking about how TMs had infinite uses. Because in Gen 8, they introduced technical records, which are similar to how TMs used to be, where they're one-use items. And a lot of the really good moves are technical records. Like, if you want something like Flamethrower or Thunderbolt or that in Gen 8, you need to get a technical record for yourself. And I don't know how I feel about that. Like, I feel like it should be good because it's like, okay, well, I need to put in some work to actually get these moves for people. But at the same time, I don't know, it almost feels a little bit like a grinding type of a thing for me. Because it's like, okay, if I need to get it for one Pokemon, it's no big deal. But if you need to get, say, Flamethrower for a whole bunch of different Pokemon for competitive, that takes forever. But, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about it. You want to take a nap, but you have a phone call in half an hour? Well, it'll have to be a cat nap then, won't it? Oh, boy. Also want a nap, but now you have to make food for yourself and your older sister. Oh, boy. We've all got our reasons for why we can't give ourselves the rest we need. I should probably take a nap as well when I'm done with this, but I kind of don't want to because at that point I'll be done with this and it'll be like 7 o'clock, 7:30. I should really wait until I have to go to bed at that point to sleep, you know. Haven't been sleeping so well because I still haven't gotten that pillow that I need. So, to fix my back alignment. Because my old one is starting to... Well, I'm not going to say it's starting to crumble. It's not like, you know... Oh, this lady's got higher level Haunter. What the hell? I mean, we're still one-shotting them, but... All of a sudden, yours are level 32. That would be a bit of a problem if you encountered that right away when you got here. Maybe it's just this floor. I don't know. Yeah, I still haven't gotten that new pillow. I'm gonna go get it probably sometime next week. Just gotta get one that's extra firm because I sleep on my side. Keep my spine completely aligned so that my back doesn't hurt in the morning. I tried the contour pillow that I had in the closet, by the way. It was not great. And I mean, it might have just been... Oh, okay, well, I was gonna say, well, what fell out then? But, yeah. Yeah, it might have just been that it was too stiff because I had just gotten it out of the package and I started using it almost right away, but it didn't really work all that well for me. So... Okay, Interceptor, you're at 34 now, so let's let Emery back out and let her do a little work. She's already out of the ball, so I might as well. Okay, nothing over here. After we fight this lady, though, and we grab that item that's over there, I'm going to want to head back down to purify myself, get my power points back before we go any further. Take Catnap Soma's consultation. All right, then, Marie. Take it easy. We'll see ya. Probably next time we'll see ya, so that way you can go take care of your consultation. I will have fun, you as well. And then this one's got a level 25 Haunter. Like, what the hell's going on? This one hurt a little. Yeah, just a little bit. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with these people's levels. Maybe there were multiple different people trying to handle the levels of these Pokemon in here, and that one hand just didn't talk to the other. I don't know. Something like that. Yeah, hopefully you get up within, you know, the 20 or 25 minutes that you got before the call. Got a little bit of a chance to wake up before you gotta chat with people. Okay, let's grab this. 3 Ultra Balls. All right, I'll take it. And then, let's head back downstairs there, Emery. We'll get ourselves all healed to full. And then after that, we'll be good to go. All right, back upstairs. I think I'll save once I get up here real quick. We'll save like right here before we move along here and see the next little quality of life change that they made to this one. I really like this next little section. I don't care what anybody says. I think that's pretty common opinion, though, on the internet. I don't think anybody else was unhappy about them changing the way that the Mother Marowak worked. But, well, we'll see that in a second once we go down there. Where did I go, by the way, anyway? Like, I said, oh, yeah, well, the ghosts aren't all that scary, and now I'm still down on, like, the 3rd floor or something. Hopefully I'll catch up. Who's there? You can't scare me. I have a Sylph Scope. That is a rather big ghost. Must have gotten an idea from Haunter. Big Haunter. Hang on, keep your pants on, dude. I got it. Who do you think you are? Let's find out. Bright light! Bright light! Oh. It's the Mother Marowak. Oh, hey, Cubone. When did you get here? Ah, poor kid. Well, at least we know that she's at rest now. She's not a malevolent spirit anymore. I don't think that's much consolation, but Yeah, I really like that scene. That still gives me a little bit of goosebumps, I'll be honest with you. And the best part about it, by the way, that I never caught until just now, was why I was being so quiet. I was trying to hear the music. That is a remix of Gen 2's Lavender Town right there that they were just playing with the Mother Marowak. Oh, that was a blast from the past, I'll tell you what. Yeah, I really like that scene. That's a really nice touch. Well, she's in a better place now, buddy. Again, no, that's not much consolation, but yeah. Poor guy. Yeah, it's probably a good idea. Okay. Yeah, I'll see what I can do. You go take care of Cubone. I got this. I mean, I have the Sylph Scope. I got no reason to be scared. I try. Yeah, actually, I don't think we mentioned that just yet. The Sylph Scope I got from Team Rocket. Cubone was also abducted by Team Rocket, and I sort of took care of two things at once. Well, I was pretty strong already when we fought in the tower a little while ago, so I mean, doesn't take much to get better than that. I hope that Cubone goes places. He deserves the world. Oh, hey, Mithra, what are you doing? Hang on, I got you. You could sense the inseparable bond forming between myself and that Cubone, couldn't you? So now you want to make sure that our bond is still inseparable. I got you. Yeah, that's a really good scene. Like I said, in some cases, Game Freak gets a little lazy when it comes to some of their development choices, but this game, honestly, there's a lot to like about some of their design choices here and some of the interesting things that they put in here. Like, it's hard for me to talk smack about this game because I can see where they put in the work, you know what I mean? And it makes sense that they would anyway, because they've been back to Kanto so many times. At this point, it's like a science. They know where they need to put in the effort and the work to make everything fall together perfectly. And that scene just gives you that impression. They know exactly what they're doing when it comes to Kanto here. And, you know, a lot of people get miffed at them because they're like, oh, you're going back to Kanto again, are you kidding me? But it's like, okay, but wait a minute. Give them a chance to go off first, and if they mess it up, then you can get pissed about it. But in this case, they didn't mess it up. They just went off in a lot of cases. So, yeah, I'm okay with them returning to Kanto because, again, it lets them perfect what they had previously. So, yeah, that's my 2 cents anyway. Excuse me. Wonder if that's Mr. Oh, god damn it. You guys don't know when to give up, do you? Well, you're not going to get any favors out of him if you're going to call him an old geezer. Then again, he might not have a choice in the matter. Mr. Fuji, are you okay? Well, not if I can help it. Well, I'm prepared, so let's fight. I also like the Ninetales statues they've got up there. You can't get a Ninetales in this version of the game, but it's a nice little touch because Ninetales is known for being able to, if I recall correctly from some of its Pokedex entries, it can actually guide departed spirits to the afterlife. I'm not 100% sure about that, but I think that's how it works. I think we're going to do the same thing as last time. I think we're going to focus on the Weezing. I could use Dig, but I don't think one Psychic is going to be enough to take Weezing out, so I'm going to try to take it out in one turn with Ferdinand there. And Emery working together. Unless they take me out in one turn, because Ferdinand may not make it to the next turn. Good lord, that poison jab is strong. Oh yeah, that's not going to do it. That's not going to do it, although I might get a flinch, so... No, I did not. This hits 2, right? Oh no, it just hits 1. Okay. Ferdinand, I'm going to need to switch you out. It was a good idea, I thought, but apparently not, so... Let's send Interceptor in, I think. Or should I send in Mithra? Nah, we'll send an Interceptor. He's got all that defense and stuff. Oh, wait, I'm using Emery's turn to do that. No, that's not what I want to do. I want to use Dig with Emery. There we go. We'll use it on Arbok. We'll take Ferdinand out of the game. We'll send an Interceptor. Emery should be able to one-shot the Arbok with Dig, even though I think we're one level below, but we should be able to take care of it. So. Ow. Stop it. Okay. Well, Emery's protected for the rest of the turn now, so that should help a little bit. Yeah, that's not too bad. And Interceptor should be able to take out Weezing with his Flamethrower, so. He's got the special attack for it. Go get him, buddy! Nice. Got him. Well, Emery got to 34 as well, so that's helpful. Nice. Got a little bit of extra defense as well. Perfect. And looks like Interceptor's getting glared, but that's okay because this battle should be over right about now. Let's see it. Nice. Good work, Emery. That's that strong power. Get that naughty nature working in our favor. And Ferdinand's level 34. Good, now we're all head full. Everybody's about where they need to be. Littlefoot's still a little bit ahead, but that's okay. I don't know about that. Who's gonna make me regret it? You? Yeah, right. Well, you can't stealthily kidnap somebody if you come busting through the door screaming that you're gonna kidnap them. Uh-oh. You know, now that I think about it, that may be why Hang on, let me start again. That may be why Giovanni decided to give us the Silph Sculpt and abandon his plans here in the tower, because he knows that they're getting ready to take over Silphco. That could be a problem. Mithra's probably just exasperated again. Yeah. Can't say I blame her. Don't think I'm going to give you a pineapple berry this time. You've had quite a few pineapples today already. I don't know if I should heal or not, but I'm just going to talk to Mr. Fuji. He's not going to fight me or anything, so... I don't think, anyway. Yeah, see, he's not possessed, so he'll be okay. Are you Mr. Fuji? Yeah, I thought Team Rocket was going to have more of a presence here, but turns out it was mostly just the ghosts. Oh, well, you don't have to do that anymore, because she's, yeah. She moved on. Okay, thank you. And he'll take you right out of the tower with him, so. I like the implication with those pictures he's got on the wall, though. There's implications with those being there that the Pokemon that live here at the Pokemon house drew them. And boy howdy, do I know who drew that picture on the left. Oh boy. No, it's a good thing I'm so dedicated then. And I believe I have that deep love that you're talking about, so. And for rescuing, quote-unquote, Mr. Fuji from the top of the tower, he gives you the Poke Flute. Nice. So yeah, you may recall that a few sleeping obstacles were in our way on certain routes. Well, we've only seen it on one route at the moment, but now we can actually wake them up. And that should open up our world just a little bit. So we're going to actually go take advantage of that in just a minute. Let's see if everybody's okay now. Hi, Psyduck. Surprised you're warm, considering you're a water type. I would think you'd be a little bit cooler, but I guess you're based on a platypus, which I think is warm-blooded. I don't know enough about platypi to know if they're warm-blooded, but I'm pretty sure they are. Yep. Thankfully, everything was taken care of there. Oh, okay, my controller was not pointing at the screen, so it wasn't working. Hang on, Emery, I'll get you out of there. There we go. Getting stuck on the scenery again, unfortunately. Well, sir, you'll be glad to know that Marowak has been calmed, and yeah, we took back Cubone, so... Oh, nice, thank you. I'll take those. Actually, didn't even know he gave you those, but I'll take them. Actually, I already have done, so I've already been up Pokemon Tower. So now that that's done, what do we do now? Well, we gotta go back to Saffron City in order to make sure that Team Rocket isn't taking over Silphco. But before we do that, we're actually gonna make a bit of a detour. We're gonna go south of here because the trainers that are just south of here, up to the first Pokemon that's sleeping that we have seen in the game on Route 12, they actually have somewhat lower level Pokemon than the ones that we were fighting back in the game corner, so... We're going to go take care of them, test out our new Pokeflute, and then after that we'll head back to Saffron so that we can try to help Silphco out. Make sure Team Rocket doesn't take them over. I'm trying to like balance the way that I play the game so that I'm going to all of the areas based on the way that I think Game Freak wanted you to when they decided what level everybody was going to be. I've messed up slightly here because I think they implied that you could have and probably should have gone up the Pokemon Tower the first time you got there. And then you could have also gone south of here until you hit a roadblock. And based on the levels of the trainers that are down there, you probably were meant to do that. Excuse me. You probably were meant to do that first before you went to Celadon, but excuse me again. But, I mean, I like this little thing better because it actually gives us a reason. We're going to be going towards Route 11 by going down to Route 12. And that leads to Vermilion, which is directly south of Saffron anyway. So it kind of leads us all the way back around. So first, let's go buy a few items. Just remembered, in the room with the game devs, the calendar may have the old Pikachu sprite on it, and the posters in the same room are of the original 4 games. Oh, nice! Yeah, I didn't notice that. I'll have to check that out the next time we're in that area. We will go there at some point later in the game for something, so I'll check it out when we go there. Hopefully I'll remember. Okay, I'll sell the star piece. 6,000, nice. We're almost back to the amount of money we had before. Get a whole 10 grand out of that pearl and the other thing, the star piece, so... I think I'll sell these Awakenings. I don't think we'll need them particularly badly. And the Lemonades we'll just hold on to. I won't bother buying more of them. Eventually I'll end up buying more like Soda Pop instead of that later. Oh look, I have another rare candy. I'm never going to use this Ice Stone, so I think I'm just going to sell it. I might use the Leaf Stone though, so I'm going to hold on to that. Let's sell these candies though. Yeah, there you go. So these candies, the larger ones, there's the normal size ones, the large ones, and the extra large ones. And depending on the level of the Pokemon, that's when you can use the candies to raise their stats. So, but I don't need them, so it's fine. They kind of took that concept and ran with it though in Sword and Shield because they had candies for experience in that game, which I mean those were okay for like, you know, shooting a Pokemon up closer to the level of the rest of your team when you, you know, were trying to work with that. But, yeah, I don't know. It doesn't really... I guess the experience candies work okay in that game. Again, if you catch a Pokemon and it's lower level than your team, it'd be nice to be able to boost them up. I don't know if I ever used them all that much myself. But then again, like I said before, I never really played a whole lot of Sword and Shield. I played it for like a couple of days, and then I said, no, I'm just not enjoying myself. So this game will actually be canonically the last Pokemon game, or the latest released Pokemon game that I'll complete. So, before we go down there, I just want to check. Okay, this is not a bush, so... Just want to see if there's anything in the bush. You can't even walk around here. I keep trying, Littlefoot, but I keep coming up short when it comes to where you can walk. I'm sorry, buddy. Okay, so anyway, we go to north to get to Lavender Town, but yeah, we just came from there. Stop by there since you finally completed the dex after catching Mewtwo and went to talk to one of the devs. Oh, okay, gotcha. I'll keep that in mind. Thankfully, this guard is properly hydrated, so he'll allow you to pass without having to go find more tea. So, let's take a look at the binoculars once we talk to everybody. Oh, okay, sorry to hear that, but thank you for the TM. So she gives you TM 50 Roost. Right. So she must have had a flying type Pokemon then, huh? A forgetful old man. Maybe we'll go check in on him eventually. Oh, that guy. So probably these binoculars are pointed south where all of the fishing docks are. And this one's pointed north towards the Pokemon Tower. Okay, well, let's go check a little bit south, see if we can find anything new and profitable down here. It doesn't have to be both. I'm here for the adventure, not the profits. But the profits are nice, so... A few fishermen down here. Well, do you have a bite in a Pokemon battle, or do you have a bite on the fishing rod? Because, I mean, I can wait if you need to reel it in. Okay, I can't wait that long. You seem to not be reeling it in, so let's just keep going. I actually really like the way that they modeled Staryu in this one. It looks, again, like it's similar to how it would be in like the manga or the anime, but they gave it a bit of a 3D spin to it, and it just looks, I don't know, it looks so flush with everything else in the game, you know? I don't know a better word to use than flush in that case. Like it doesn't stand out in any way whatsoever, and that just makes the sprite work really good, I think. It just looks like it belongs, you know what I mean? So. No, must not have been that big of a catch then. Okay. Well, you have fun, sir. I'll keep heading my way while you go do your thing. Unfortunately, I can't go fishing just yet. There's nobody's given me a fishing rod, so we'll have to figure that out later once we gain access to one. A Poliwhirl. Yeah, all these water types that everybody's using, we can't catch them just yet, but not to worry. It won't be soon, but eventually here, probably in about 2 or 3 episodes, we'll gain access to a whole bunch of water types. So, although by that point we'll already have our water types, so. And maybe by the time we're done on this route, Drowsy will actually evolve, because if I remember right, it's at 26 that it evolves, and I don't think it's that far off, so I could check. Here's a lure in case you need one for some rare Pokemon, like that Porygon I mentioned on Route 8, which I think, like I said, I think that's the one on that route that's the rare spawn. Not 100% sure, but I think that's what it is. Oh yeah, you'll get there. 430 experience, you'll get that in not but a moment. A couple more trainers, and then we'll meet up with something else there. Oh, I don't think you need this lure, but that is how I found you. So, okay, I'm gonna put Littlefoot away. This is not working out. I think, oh, not Emery. She doesn't want to be out around water. We'll take Ferdinand out again. Because worst comes to worst, he can just float. What are we, in a wrestling match, sir? Well, I'm gonna have to wrestle with whatever you got. Oh, okay, never mind. Whatever you got here, because you got 3 of them, but it's probably just the Magikarp guy. Littlefoot, just kill everything. I don't even care anymore. This Magikarp doesn't deserve the death that it just received. It died 6 times over. Oh boy. But, since he has 3 Pokemon, Petal Dance will actually save me a little on power points because you just keep using it over and over again until you get confused, so. I actually really like Petal Dance as a move for one particular Pokemon that we probably won't see until I play in Gen 5. There's a grass type that I actually really like. It's one of my favorite grass types of all time that's only available in Gen 5. I mean, it's in Gen 5 and later, but yeah, that's where it was first introduced, and it learns Petal Dance, and it has an ability that actually makes Petal Dance really, really useful. So, and I think at that point Petal Dance was at the 120 power that it's at now in this game. So, at that point it's basically a 120 power move that has potentially 30 power points and no downsides to it. So, but we'll talk about that when we get that far. We're not there yet. Drowsy's got to be right on the cusp, though, I'll tell you what. And here's a Repel in case you need that. And that item that's up there near the top of the screen now is going to be taunting me for a little while. So, but we can't get it yet. So, here's a fishing area if you have a fishing rod, but we don't. I don't know, I feel like them taking the fishing rod out, I don't know how I feel about it exactly. Because it makes it so that you can't catch water types until, like, much later. I guess it sort of funnels you into using, like, Blastoise or Golduck, but really the choices that you make here shouldn't be funneled by the developers, so I guess I'm not keen on the idea. That's a Gyarados. Can probably handle a Gyarados. Let's put it to sleep, shall we? I think you know what Pokemon I'm talking about, but you can't remember which one it is. That's okay. We'll use it when I go to Gen 5. It's going to be one of the members of my team, so. And actually, because I've been playing this for a little bit, like I said before, I've been trying to plan out, basically, which Pokemon I'm going to use and all the teams that I'm going to use when I play the Pokemon games I'm going to play for the channel. I'm not going to play all of them. Wow, you're really missing with the sleep powder today, aren't you? Ow. Okay, I think I'm going to switch out. I'll just switch into Mithra and let Mithra handle this Gyarados, because one Zippy Zap should be enough. Yeah, so I basically have decided on all of the teams of Pokemon I'm going to use throughout all the games I'm going to play. And it's interesting, though, because of all of them, only one Pokemon actually should show up twice. And that, unfortunately, means it will... Well, it's not unfortunate. It's unfortunate that I couldn't use unique Pokemon for every single team. I almost got it to that point, but I did my team for White 2, and I just couldn't avoid using Arcanine again. So we'll be seeing Interceptor twice, but I mean, he's kind of like a little bit of a channel mascot at this point, so I'm not really all that bothered by it, you know? So I'm kind of okay with it. Drowsy's level 26, so we'll see an evolution after this battle, and then I won't have to worry about catching his evolved form after this. Perfect. Alright, let's just take care of this Magikarp and get the heck out of here. Yeah, I'm going to have to use a Hyper Potion on Littlefoot there. He took a bit of a beating while he was trying to get that sleep powder 20 feet up into Gyarados' nostrils. That's probably why I kept missing. You're right, it's not that easy. I played that game already, so I could make the reference. But anyway, Drowsy's evolving. I wonder if Drowsy thinks it's tricky to rock a rhyme. And rock a rhyme that's right on time. I mean, Hypno's probably pretty into tricks, considering he likes hypnotizing people, but I don't know. Anyway, Drowsy's evolved into Hypno. Hooray! I'll never use it, but it will add to my Pokedex, so that's pretty good. Let's read Hypno's Pokedex entry. Avoid eye contact if you come across a Hypno. It will try to put you to sleep by using its pendulum. Well, that's just great. I actually have a necklace that I wore when I was in high school that looks almost exactly like Hypno's pendulum. It's a little bit more brown than gray, but it's pretty much spot on to that, so it's kind of funny. Never even thought about it, honestly, until I really looked at it at one point. Okay, actually, we gotta go to the Pokemon box so I can see what I can stick in the team instead of Hypno there. We're in pretty good shape in a lot of cases here with these Pokemon. Not a whole lot of them are going to directly benefit from me leveling them. I guess I could bring Ghastly in because he's only one level off evolving, so I probably won't get him there for a little bit, but, you know, can't hurt, right? Let's see, how do I want to do this? I think we're okay for now. We're not quite at the obstacle, the roadblock just yet, but we'll get there soon. Matter of fact, we might be almost there right now. That's an Ace Trainer, though, so we'll probably have to fight him first. Let's see. Do I need to top anybody off? Mithra's a little bit hurting, but I'd rather wait until she's missing a little more HP before I use that last Super Potion of mine. Oop, hang on. Almost forgot, Littlefoot's already 35. I gotta switch him out. Let's let Interceptor have a shot. If it's a water type, I can always switch out, but it's an Ace Trainer, so he might have a little bit of a variety to his team. Let's find out, shall we? Aha! I am being rewarded for changing my Pokemon around. Because this Tangle is about to get roasted. I'm going to smoke you like Erica allegedly smokes marijuana. Goodbye. I like Tangela and its evolution Tangrowth, but yeah, their special defense really leaves something to be desired. And I am still regretting not having a water type, but at least now I have a special attacking grass type move to help with Onix. 2 of them, actually. I got 2 special attacking grass type moves. It's like all my name days came at once. That Onix knows Earthquake already. That's scary as hell. I mean, it's not going to do much because Onix's attack is, like, abysmal, but, you know. It's just that it learns it so early. And, I mean, if I was playing this game using the candies and stuff like that, Onix would probably be pretty good because you could just boost its attack up like crazy with mighty candies. And, I mean, you can get Onix as early as Mount Moon if you really look for it. So, it'd be a pretty solid Pokemon. Gets decent speed, it has 160 base defense, so you just have to keep it away from special attacks and you'd be golden. But, there'll be a chance for me to use Onix later when I can use a Steelix, so. Do I have Steelix in any of my teams, though? I think I do. Well, if I don't, I'll use it on my own time. No big deal. Anybody need healing? Just Mithra. I'll heal anyway just to top her off, because that'll get rid of my last super potion. Bit of a waste, but yeah, it's okay. And before we play the Poke Flute for this sleeping giant, I think we will... I think I'll have Emery help me out with this. Yeah, that seems like a good idea. Let's save real quick before we start this up, and then we will see what we can find here. I get the feeling it's going to be a bit of a bad time, but we'll see. Nope, I wasn't on top of him. Okay, there we go. Well, sorry, buddy, but people need to use this road, so I'm going to have to ask you to move aside. Nice. Just got that flute and you're already a natural at it, Jen, eh? Okay, hello. No, I am not food. I am not a Poffin! Oh, hey, Mr. Fuji. What's up? Oh, okay. Yes, I can see that. Oh, well, that's just great. What do I do? Oh, okay. That's fine. So yeah, you can still do the catching minigame with Snorlax, but first you have to beat it up in battle. So reduce its HP all the way to 0, it'll calm it down, and then you can catch it. And I actually like this concept for like legendary and unique encounters. This is a nice little way to use this system. I personally enjoy it myself, so I appreciate this. And then they actually use the totem mechanic where they increase the Pokemon's stats as well. So this Snorlax just got an attack boost, which makes it a little bit scary, but we'll be okay. Yeah, it's also a nice touch that you can see your character playing the Poke Flute, which is nice. But yeah, I actually enjoy this as a concept where you have to... You have, by the way, there's a timer in the top left corner there. If you don't defeat Snorlax within the 5 minutes, those awakenings would have come in handy right now, you have to start the battle over, if I remember correctly. So... Plus it gives them a chance to really go off with this battle theme. This remix is fire, yo! It's really good. This is like the anime version, basically. Big anime vibes from this whole soundtrack, like I said. So. Okay, so let's heal up real quick. Lick! Ugh! That's gross. Mithra, can I get a helping hand real quick? I'm gonna need a +1 in order to get this thing knocked all the way down. But yeah, I actually really like this as a concept for how you do battles with legendary and unique Pokemon in this game. You have to defeat them in battle, you have a certain amount of time to do it, and then after you're done defeating them in battle, then you can catch them with the capture mechanic. It makes the encounter feel more unique, which I guess is the whole point, honestly. So, but we've defeated Snorlax in battle, so now we can use the capture mechanic to catch it. If I can catch it without it getting too crazy at me here. Should I use a golden raspberry? I'm going to use an Ultra Ball, but I mean, we've got one of these. Maybe I'll just use a regular raspberry for now. Here you go, buddy. Don't mistake me for food again, okay? I have food, but I am not food myself. Okay, nice. Hopefully I get it on this first shot. That would be fantastic. Yes! Perfect. Couldn't get much better than that now, could it? And we got 1,1200 experience for it. Well, almost 1,300, actually. So, that'll get us quite a lot of levels. Almost leveled Ghastly all the way to the top, so. Yeah, we have a lot of normal Pokeballs. That's what happens when you don't catch a whole ton of Pokemon. So we've captured Snorlax. Let's read its Pokedex entry, shall we? A little shorter and a little bit less weight than a normal one, but that's okay. No big deal. Snorlax will eat anything, even if the food happens to be a little moldy. Ew. It never gets an upset stomach. Tell me your secrets! My stomach is very sensitive. Thanks, Mr. Fuji. Well, I couldn't have done it without you, though. So yeah, most of the wild Pokemon, as a matter of fact, almost all of the wild Pokemon that are in the Kanto region in Let's Go don't attack, but Snorlax is one of the few that does. So yeah, like Mr. Fuji says, defeat it in battle, it'll calm down, and then you can catch it. So, but we'll see that encounter again, don't you worry. Not just the Snorlax encounter either, we'll be seeing that method of capturing eventually as well. Okay, Ghastly is so close, it's not even funny. How much exactly do you need? 220. But the next person we're gonna fight isn't for a little bit here. Well, anyway, the reason why I'm trying to figure out whether or not I want to have Ghastly actually stay in the party is because, surprise, we actually just captured another team member that I'm going to use in my battle party. Because as you may know, we didn't exactly have a special wall before this, but Snorlax is a special wall. Let's take a look at his stats, and he's sassy. And he's got good IVs, holy hell. Look at how good this guy is. Yeah, that's going right in our party. I was actually planning on using Snorlax anyway, so this was not a last-minute decision. So what does that mean for our 6th Pokemon that I was talking about before? Well, I'll tell you how that works in a little while. But Snorlax is our 6th party member. And thankfully, he comes in at a level that is pretty close to what everybody else is at the moment. He'll be a little behind, but not by much, so, yeah. Could see the other encounter now if I wanted to. That's true, I could. Maybe that would get Ghastly the level that I need. Well, I'll figure it out, no big deal. For now, though, we've actually made it back to where the Route 11 gate is, and so that'll take us directly to Vermilion, as you can see here. Let me get Interceptor out so we can get back there a little quicker. And then we'll work on Snorlax as well after we're done. I'm going to actually move him up a little bit, though. Let's put Mithra here, put Ferdinand here, and we'll put Emery there and Snorlax there. Oh yeah, we kind of got to give him a nickname, don't we? Hang on. Let me fix this. I've got just the nickname for you, sir. So why have I nicknamed him Totoro? Well, you'll see in a little bit. We'll demonstrate it in a moment. For now, I just want to get back to Vermilion City quickly, but, I mean, he kind of looks like a Totoro, frankly, if you've seen the Studio Ghibli movie of the same name. So, oh look, another Mr. Mime. I think it's a fairly appropriate name myself, so. Actually, I think I know how I could do this. I could actually go battle Mina again, because she's available to fight at the moment, and then I could get Haunter. Okay, I have an idea. Hang on. Let me go heal first. Once I do that, we'll fight Mina, and then we'll go from there. Nice. Thank you. I thought it was a good name. So yeah, we have a bit of a pressing matter to take care of here, but we'll go see if Mina... I actually kind of want to battle Mina anyway, because I don't know if she... like, I don't know if her... what am I trying to say? I don't know if her Pokemon increase in their levels between here and when you defeat the Elite Four, like because of how many badges we have or something. I've never tested that, so I guess we're going to go find out now. Okay, so now let's put Interceptor away for the moment. And I guess I'll start with my new good friend Totoro here. Do you need decent moves? I mean, you've got Headbutt, and that's really all you need at the moment. I'm going to keep Yawn for basically the rest of the entire game. The rest of these moves are pretty well expendable. Also, his attack IV is really high because he likes to thrash about, although we've seen his entire IV set now. It's pretty good. Lick would actually be super effective against one of Mina's Pokemon, but I don't know if I want to... I don't know if I want to keep Lick, you know? It's Lick. Like, it's not really going to do me much good, you know? Although Totoro can actually learn some halfway decent special attacks as well. Like he can learn Shadow Ball and all that stuff. So, and his special attack isn't great, but I mean, excuse me, it's well, actually his special attack isn't great, but it also isn't terrible, but it's not incredible either. As we saw by the judge function, he's got 55. That's not too bad. Really, the only thing that he's missing is speed, but with this nature, I mean, I'm not even worried about that. That's like one of the best natures I could have gotten for Snorlax. The only thing that would have been better is if I would have gotten a brave nature for him. And I'm remembering now that I probably should have looked at my notes, because I think if I look at my notes right now, yeah, I had it in my notes that I should have gone to get a fortune teller reading for a brave nature. But, well, a little too late for that now. Oh, well. I might teach him Shadow Ball instead of Lick. And then, can he get Dig? I don't know. He can learn Psychic. Maybe I'll teach him that too. But Shadow Ball should give him pretty good coverage because Headbutt plus Shadow Ball will hit basically everything now that Steel types don't resist Ghost moves. So. And maybe I'll give him Psychic as well. I'm teaching my Snorlax special moves. What has the world come to? That's fine. Yeah, we'll keep you on for the rest of the game, basically. It's really good. It's the only sleep move that has 100% accuracy in the game besides Spore. And Spore is pretty well exclusive to the Paris line, so it's usually pretty hard to get access to that. The only drawback is that it takes 2 turns for it to work. They grow drowsy the first turn, and then they sleep the second. But, with that being said, it's really not that big of a drawback. You get a lot of mileage out of it, basically, and I will also get a lot of mileage out of it as we go here. I'm going to save just in case your Pokemon are, like, ridiculously high leveled for some reason. I don't anticipate them being, but, you know. Also, I need to switch Ghastly in my party. Hang on, Mina. Hold on a second. And here's what I'm actually going to do. I'm actually, for the first time, and probably for the only time, I'm going to take Mithra out of the party real quick. She will stay on my shoulder, despite the fact that she's not in the party, but she has more experience than anybody else at the moment, so it's probably okay that I take her out. Okay, now we can fight. Let's just hope I don't need Mithra for this fight. We'll see in a moment. Let's see what you got, Mina. Okay, Jigglypuff. See if it's the same level as before. Yep, okay, so she doesn't actually increase in levels for her Pokemon until later. Alright, that's fine. Should get us the 220 experience that Ghastly needs to be a Haunter, though. And it'll give Totoro a chance to, you know, prove a little bit of his worth. So, I'm okay with that. I don't think Shadow Ball would one-hit KO, even though I have the level advantage here, so I'm just going to Headbutt again. Although now it might not KO anyway. But we'll see. I mean, I have 91 attack, and Mr. Mime's defense isn't that great, but Reflect is strong, yo. So. And, of course, that's one of the major selling points for Snorlax. It's one of the reasons why he's such a great Pokemon. He has absolute truckloads of HP. Like, it is ridiculous how much HP Snorlax has. I think, out of all the Pokemon available in Kanto, he has one of the highest HP totals. Might even just be Chansey as the only one that can beat him in that regard, now that I think about it. But yeah, Snorlax is good, and we're going to use him. So, but for now, Ghastly's evolving, so let's let him do that. That way I don't have to go back and catch a Haunter later. Because I think you can only catch the Ghost types in Pokemon Tower, so... Won't be getting a Gengar anytime soon, but at least Ghastly evolved into Haunter. I'm trying to fill out the Pokedex as best as I can, even though I don't particularly need them at this point, but, you know. So, let's read Haunter's Pokedex entries, shall we? By licking, Haunter saps the victim's life. It causes shaking that won't stop until the victim's demise. Well, that's terrifying. Yeah, Blissey does have truckloads of HP, that's true. I think it has, like, base 250 HP or something ridiculous like that. Well, you do that, Mina, if you'd like. You could draw a picture of me and Totoro. I don't think I'm going to keep saying it like that, but maybe I will. I don't know yet. Okay, let's get Mithra back in the party before we get moving here. I'm sure she'll understand why we had to take her out for a split second. There we go. Alright, now we're good. Let's go, Interceptor. Let's get back to Saffron City. Whoop. Random rat right in my road! Yeah, I don't think I'll need an Ultra Ball for Rat-a-tat-a-tat-a-tat. Not that I'm going to catch this guy. I already got one. And the Alolan variant at that. Alright, off we go. Back to Saffron. Well, it looks like Team Rocket's still running around here in Saffron, and maybe they're here in even more force than before, because I don't know if there were that many Rocket Grunts around here. Let's do a quick once-over of the town, shall we? Just to see what we can find. Team looks so complete now. Okay, apparently it'll, I don't know if that lady was here before. I think this guy was here before. I don't remember if that lady was there before. The Rocket Grunt. Silphco is down this way, and I'm not sure if any events will happen if I go there, so I'm just gonna not just yet. But yeah, apparently Team Rocket's out here in full force. The Trainer Fan Club here, but we'll go take a look around the city a little more. I'm just doing a quick once-over to see if, Team Rocket's all over the place here. Yeah, well, they're all here, so... Aha! A little bit of a secret passage back here to get this Expedef. Yeah, I like it. I like the team. It's, I did my homework on which ones I wanted to use, so... And I like all of them, not just in battle, but also aesthetically and as Pokemon anyway, so... Well, I think I can stand up to you, but you're also standing in the way of the gym. So apparently we can't get into the gym just yet, although there is this place, the Fighting Dojo. Looks a little shoddy by comparison, but I mean, that's probably not done on purpose. It's the Fighting Dojo directly next to the Psychic Gym. They probably don't get along very much. Yeah, Team Rocket's everywhere here. Will we be able to keep them from taking Silph Company for themselves? And what will we do with the final member of my team? Find out on the next episode of Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu, the Stream Edition. But before we go, I would like you to witness, we witnessed Interceptor running around his big doggo before. Witness the glory of riding around on a Snorlax. You gotta work for that food there, man. We're doing laps. We gotta get you in shape so you can be the star powerhouse of our team. Okay, so thank you for watching, everybody. I appreciate you coming out to Twitch and YouTube to check out the stream. I will post the schedule for next week in just a little while, once I get the description and everything done for this episode. Probably tomorrow at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time will be the next time we'll meet, and we'll continue trying to help out with this whole Team Rocket debacle. Until then, everybody, take care, and have a good one. Hey look, I almost made a full lap after doing my little monologue there. Well, that works, but you're not done yet. You're gonna keep running laps until I'm ready to use you? No, that's not true. I'm just hazing you there, Totoro. I don't think there was a hazing process for anybody else, but I'm being like this to you because, well, I mean, look at you and look at me. You know how ridiculous I feel right now? Oh, man.